Good evening, folks. Welcome in. We'll get started here in about 4 or 5 minutes or so. It's Field Day, y'all. We're talking Field Day tonight. Share out the stream. Get as many people watching as you possibly can. Got a special guest with us tonight as well, so stick around to see who it is. Send the link out to as many people as you know. Let them know the fastest 2 hours in amateur radio is coming up right now on HamShackTV. We'll see you in a minute. Go on ahead and get in the chat. Let me know who's all watching. Then share this thing out. Get as many people watching as we can. Shout out to KG6NLW working in the chat tonight. We'll see him in just a few minutes. Oh, well, we won't see him in a few minutes unless he wants to come on. I think he knows where to find the link if he'd like to come join us. We'll see y'all here in a few minutes. That is a no, Pepe. His is the best 2 hours. Mine is the fastest 2 hours. Or something like that. I don't know. Andy ain't here. We won't tell him. We're about 1 minute away from the 9th episode of HamShackTV Live. You're part of my panel and you're not on my screen. You ain't busy. Y'all be in here. Content creators that are watching, if you know where to find the link, you're more than welcome to join. You're part of the Ham Radio 2.0 Tubers Discord. You'll know where to find it. Got something cool coming up for Field Day? Let us know. Be with you here in about 30 seconds or so. I'm showing 8 o'clock Eastern time, 0000Z, so you know what that means. Let's light that candle. I did it again. Dang it, I do that every week. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into HamShackTV Live. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. Hope you're having a great week and all that good stuff. Hey, we're knocking on the weekend, and it's the biggest weekend, arguably one of the biggest weekends in amateur radio. It's ARRL Field Day. That's what we're talking about this weekend, or tonight, actually. And speaking of Field Day, these guys right here have what you need for Field Day. Maybe you need some extra coax. Maybe you need a radio. I don't know what you may need, but I bet Gigaparts has it for you. Go check them out, gigaparts.com. Coupon code HamShackTV gets you double rewards points, but double rewards points isn't enough. How about 4 times rewards points? Use coupon code HamShackTV50. That gets you 50% off your first month of Rewards Plus and continuously supports HamShackTV as well. So check them out, gigaparts.com, or if you're in the Huntsville, Alabama area, go to 6123 University Avenue there in Huntsville. What a great store, great company. I love working with them. They've been great supporters. We appreciate their support of HamShackTV. All right, so I gotta get something straight here for a minute. Pepe a minute ago said in the chat, and I don't know where it is. Here it is. The fastest 2 hours in amateur, or fastest 2 hours, isn't that Andy's claim? Well, I believe it is, now that I really think about it. And there's a little proof to show that as well. Let me see if I can find it. Why is it not showing up anymore? Anyway, Pepe did send me a link a minute ago that showed it. Give me a second. I'll show it to you. I know he's going to show up. Let's see here. Share screen. Okay. There it is. He shared this in Discord a minute ago. Let me get rid of his super there. World Radio League published a new video on YouTube, the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. So after thinking about that, I don't know. My show's been up longer than his. I may have been using that longer than him. Anyway, I don't care. Whatever. It's the best 2 hours, the funnest 2 hours. How about that? Anyway, we'll fight that out another day. But appreciate everybody coming in. Let's bring in the gang here. Hillbilly Dave's here. Levi is here.
How's it going?
Michael
What's
is also
going on,
here.
my favorite YouTube mother lovers? And it is the fastest 2 minutes in ham radio for Josh.
I don't know about 2 minutes. I don't know about that. But
why did everybody just freeze?
I don't know. We're not frozen.
I don't know either.
It's just
you frozen?
Okay. The fastest. Oh.
There you go.
Michael's got to leave.
That didn't last long.
fastest 30 seconds in ham radio.
There you go. Marvin's fashionably late. And look at him. He is fashionable. He's got his button-up shirt on. There you go.
Did somebody else have to leave?
Oh, ow, that hurt. All right,
Not
I'm going to mute the mic.
Not yet. It is the Tortoise and Hare 2.0 tonight. Rabbit joins us from the shower, it looks like.
Uh-oh. She just found out you're here, Anthony. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, I like it.
Thanks.
It looks good.
The classic firefighter mustache.
Right.
So what's up, fellas? Y'all excited about this weekend?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, as long as we don't get the rain.
Good Lord, have Jesus. Whew. That scared the hell out of me, y'all. And I know it's the first hour. There is an ant the size of my fingertip on top of my computer right now. I thought it was something on my screen. Anyway. Find something to swat this thing with. But yeah, all right, let's work around the table here. Yep, Michael's. Well, he's not gone. He's just in the back room. Marvin, we'll start with you since you were fashionably late. That's all right. What you planning this weekend for Field Day?
You're muted, Marvin.
Or his mic's not working. One or the other.
You know what? Oh, there you go. You know what I did? I hit
There he is.
when I moved my slider for my volume level, I must accidentally hit the mute button. So, for my field day weekend, I've got two options. One, there's a local club that's about 35 minutes away. I haven't visited that yet, but I've been wanting to kind of join it. So I'm thinking about running down there to the Hiawatha Valley Amateur Radio Club in Red Wing, Minnesota. Everyone should be familiar with Red Wing, Minnesota. They are the home of the Red Wing shoes and boots. So not far away from me. And then the other option is setting up my own field day station using a vertical and a dipole. So I'm just putting a switch in between the two and going back and forth as needed. And I'll have the World Radio League logger up on my laptop working as well. So I might just do a combination of both. We'll see how good their setup is. And if they've got, just one or two stations and something simple, then I may not worry about it. I'll come home and do my own thing. But if they got, 3 or 4 operating stations, I may spend all day there. But I do have to come back home for supper. My wife's got some cousins in town and some family we've got to visit. So I have to come back home for Saturday evening, at least for dinner. So, so I don't know. We'll see how that all turns out.
Fine.
We can hear you.
You can hear who?
You and her.
Oh.
And the dog. All right, you're next in line, Michael. Tell us what you got going for field day.
I'm going to poke a hole in the wall, stick a coax out the wall, and try to get on the air this week for field day. Good possibility I might try to find a park this weekend, depending on how busy everything gets here at the house. Because like I said, we're still trying to make this house into a home. So little by little, but yeah, definitely gonna try to get out this weekend. I know that the disc cone antenna down in the Titan II missile base will be taken up. I can guarantee it. The Green Valley Amateur Radio Club, which is an awesome radio club. Thank you for keeping that antenna going. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to find a park around here. It's not like there's not a whole lot. So as soon as I find a park, I'll get out there and get something going.
It'll be good. And I guess he got a call. Oops. All right, Dave. What about you?
Night, guys.
They're all disappeared.
They're all gone. It's just going to be the well, not the three amigos, the whatever.
My club's taking our trailer out for anybody that's in Southwest Missouri to SB Elementary. We're going to set up there. We'll be a 3 alpha station, and we'll also have a GOTA station, and we're possibly going to set up a 6 meter. Because we can use that for VHF station as a free station and still be a 3 alpha. But we usually set up and operate the full 24 hours. Somebody's in the trailer. So anybody in this area you want to come out, anybody's welcome to come out and join us.
It'll be a good time for sure. Good time had by all. And Levi, hopefully the depot's not got you busy and you can do some field day. What do you got planned?
No, I actually took a couple of vacation days to make sure I didn't have to go to that place. No, our club's doing 2 sites, so they're doing one at our clubhouse, it's at an airport, but our clubhouse is going to have a site, and then a park a couple miles away. There's quite a few of us that are going to set up and play with our toys there. So try learning some stuff, setting up some new antennas, stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. I've got pulled pork going on the smoker right now, so you see me running in and out. I'm just tending the fire. Other than that, yeah, I'm really excited. Get some new toys out.
Buy a pellet stove. You don't have to worry about it.
That'll be
Right.
cool, though. That'll be cool. We are rejoined.
Yeah, but Levi, are you a true stick burner?
I am. I'm burning.
Then you're like me.
right now.
You're like me. Pellets. I mean, I'll set up a pellet grill for my wife, but I want that real fire going in the firebox.
Exactly. I'll do pellet if I've got too much going on, and tonight would have been a good night, but I want that wood flavor.
Yep. I'm the same way.
That sounds good. We're rejoined by Rabbit, but not only are we rejoined by Rabbit, folks, the show is about to go down because officially on HamShackTV, Frank is in the house.
Bro,
Oh,
creating
no,
field
we're
day.
be ready to mute him.
Oh, I'll behave, Dave.
I'm just messing with you,
And look
Frank.
at Levi. Levi's already gone.
Right?
Well, let's go over to Rabbit next. Rabbit, what do you got planned for field day?
So I'm going to help out with the local ham club that I'm not a member of. I typically come in for the overnight portion to help them out, let those guys go home, get some rest. And I just kind of, since I'm not a member, I just pick up wherever they need help at, whatever bands they need worked or modes or whatever they need. So I'll assist overnight from the wee hours until early in the morning when everybody starts to show up again. So that's really about it.
That'd be cool. And what about you, Frank?
Between work and home life, I might get out to a field day, but I'm definitely going to try and work a few stations from the remote while I'm here, there, wherever. I will say this, Josh, one important thing about field day, any clubs you shout out, they can use your shout out as a credit for social media.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Why do you think I did it?
I know, right?
That's funny.
Well, I have a few clubs that I'm a part of tonight on my show and tomorrow on my show. I'm going to shout them out. But yeah. Oh, no, I'm not shouting them out here. I'll shout them out on my channel. But Vaca Valley Radio Club, they are the close one and the better one in California, I will say. Close to W6TRW, but not 100%. So there you go.
Gotcha. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll help some clubs out. Anybody in the chat that wants to shout out their club, put it in the chat. We'll definitely shout it out. Want to help everybody out as much as we can. Also, guys, want to remind you, super chats, channel donations, and channel memberships are available. You can click the flashing $sign next to your chat box if you feel so inclined. And it's low-hanging fruit for this month, y'all. We've only had one $5 donation the whole month, so
Wow.
we can do better than that. I know we can. But I want to pull up this here. This for those of you watching, which I think the vast majority of you know what Field Day is. But I wanted to pull up the Field Day website. That way we could take a look at it and kind of go through it here. ARRL.org/field-day. And there's a lot of information here. A lot. They've got a Field Day locator available right there. I think it's number 2 on their slideshow here. And if you click on that, it will take you to a map and you can see where every field day is in the United States. So coming down locally for me, you can see a whole bunch there, or every field day that's registered. Let's put it that way. Some people don't register. It looks like Southeast Kentucky's got a real deficit of field day activity.
I want to say like 1280 earlier in the week. I don't know what they got now.
Yeah. But basically between Knoxville and Richmond, Kentucky, there's nothing. But last year, I was fortunate enough to go and visit a club in Maryland while I was up there visiting family, and that was the Chesapeake Bay Radio Association. They're in Port Deposit, Maryland. They had a great field day, and happy to give them a little exposition there. But yeah, ARRL.org/field-day. And then you got your field day rules here. We'll kind of look through some of this stuff as the show progresses here. But what is field day? Is it a contest? Raise your hand off if you're on screen and say it's a contest.
Yeah.
I think most people are probably. Well, I mean, here's the deal. I will say ARRL right there in their beginning of their language says make as many contacts as possible. And that's almost verbatim. So, and that means to me, it's a contest.
Yes.
Yeah, and they put points. They put points on it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
all these jokers out there that want to say that it's an exercise, bull. You put points in it, and you say make as many contacts as you can. That's a contest.
that's why I have to go down this road because I'm the president of Winter Field Day. Is that we don't assign points. You do have bonuses. You do get a 1 point, I guess, for a score. So I mean, in some ways, we have a contest, but really, we try and make this an MCOM exercise. And I know Field Day or ARRL does MCOM exercise, public media, social event, and contest all in one. I mean, that's right in their rules. I mean, in fact, I discussed this on my podcast just came out on Monday. We were talking about this whole thing. So,
but it really we turned it because it's more bonus points really on what they put on. And yes, I agree. It's turned into a contest, but it is really about. That's why they want you getting out, getting out and showing, and figuring out if you can set up. And that's why they put a time limit on when you're supposed to be able to set up. Can you get these up and running in the amount of time they allot? So, I mean, it is still a field event to test, but it's turned into a contest.
Oh,
yeah,
by far.
Eric
that's all you're going to hear people doing is contesting.
Eric has a really interesting point here.
Eric.
Fire department contesting is ruining ham radio.
Fire department?
FD? I'm kidding. Field Day contesting is... that's an interesting take. I don't know about ruining ham radio, but it certainly has... It certainly has taken the exercise, the spirit of an exercise out of it, because really, that's what it is now. A lot of people that are ultra competitive, me being one of them, we want to sit there at that radio and go nonstop. Don't bother me.
But I had people approach me at Hamvention and said, "You've ruined Winter Field Day." So what do you mean I've ruined Winter Field Day? It's like you took the contest portion out, but we don't give them any points anymore. We used to be like number one, number two, and it's like, it's not necessarily a contest. It's like, so I mean, there's a contest component still, but it's like it's not really what it's meant to be. And I don't think Field Day really was meant to be that way either. It's turned into that.
Well, whenever you offer plaques and certificates, that's kind of what you get.
Right.
I mean, if there's a prize involved, that is what it is.
I also look at it this way. Can you use all the bands? No? Then it's a contest, because contests generally only use the harmonically available bands. So 12, 17, 30 aren't included. If they aren't included, it's a contest.
60's excluded too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Eric, I have to agree with that. And that's kind of what we do at my club. That's why we set up at the elementary school on the 2 intersections we set up to make it a community outreach and to show people what ham radio is capable of. And we still, I mean, we got the GOTA station for people wanting to find out. But then, of course, inside in our trailer, all 3 stations are usually going full bore almost the whole 24 hours.
I want to read that for folks for accessibility concerns there. N1GUR says ARRL Field Day should really make the outreach and community a priority versus it being about contacts and exercise for radio. POTA has replaced the 1-a-year event as a practice MCOM. It's a very good point. That's a very, very good point.
It is.
Yeah, but they kind of have a day that they push everybody to get out in the community on National Amateur Radio Day.
Yeah,
they push amateurs to get out in the community then. But I think on Field Day, especially when they see multiple antennas set up, it draws people in. National Amateur Radio Day, you're not necessarily going to go out and set up like we do for Field Day.
Right.
I want to catch up on some of these local club shout-outs. And guys, help me if I miss any of them here. First one, I'm seeing Levi with the WD8 KAF Branch County ARC.
There was one right before that one. Yeah, KY4TRK. That's James down in Tulare County Amateur Radio Club.
I don't see it.
It's at 13 past.
It didn't make mine. Oh yeah, it did. There it is. The shout out.
I was gonna say it was before mine.
Yeah. There you go. Let's see here. Dave with Nixa Amateur Radio Club Field Day. There's the address for it. D. Fred, K4OZI, Lake Cumberland Amateur Radio Association in Somerset, Kentucky. Let's see here. JP in Loveland. Shout out to the Tri-State Armature Radio Group, TSARG, W5AOK. I know that's supposed to be amateur. I'm just giving you a hard time. In Northwest Oklahoma. Chris, shout out to the Sheboygan County Amateur Radio Club. That is a fun word to say, Sheboygan. Let's see here. Anybody else that I'm missing? Get your media points right here. KF8 KG8 also shouted out Branch County Amateur Radio Club. Anyone else?
Looks like one last one towards the bottom there. Ben Williams,
W4 Charlie Alpha. I believe it's supposed to be Roanoke Valley Amateur Radio Club.
Yeah.
There's another one right below him.
Yep.
Bob Kenny. Bob Kenny won a prize on this channel not too long ago. I remember that. I remember shipping that to him. I can't even try that. Rappahannock Valley Radio Amateur Radio Club. K4TS. Now KA2 AUB's World North Country Amateur Radio Club. That's a good one. Eric says, I give a shout out to the Granite State Amateur Radio Club, New Hampshire. We'll have a public table to demonstrate CW ham radio and fox hunting. That's what this is all about right there. Having that public demonstration. People are still fascinated. You'd be surprised how many people are still fascinated with CW. And the fox hunting is just a wild thing altogether. JC says to you, oh, I like that. It took me a minute to put that together. Is Field Day about outreach and growth and inviting new members to the hobby, or is it more about contesting and big toy flexing?
I think that depends on the club.
I think it does too.
That's a great way to put it. Big toy flexing.
I think that depends on the club. I mean, yeah, there's contest guys that use their contest stations for Field Day, and there's clubs that take that kind. I mean, we go out with 100 watts on our radios. That's all we use. So I think a lot of it just depends on the club.
Does somebody have AI sensing a sneeze and it plays the
No.
shot?
I just accidentally hit a button.
That timing was immaculately perfect.
It really was accidental. Oh, I was trying to move a screen. I clicked on a button instead of at the same place. It was like crap. Oh, that's funny.
The Damned 67 says Utah Valley Amateur Radio Club shout out. Let's see here. W2LCA in Northern New York. From our section meeting, there'll be about 18 Northern New York stations. And then,
Northern New York's easy to get usually.
Oh yeah. Then Eric says it's not MCOM or contesting, as if you're MCOM and you use Field Day to practice your MCOM skills. Not good.
So as far as JC's question goes, is it about outreach and growth? It's half and half for a lot of the clubs that I participate with. For me personally, when I'm out in the field doing Field Day, it's more about the outreach and, oh, hey, what's that guy doing over there with those other guys? I try and bring them in and talk to people. That's why this year VVR's having ours at the Solano County Fairgrounds. And we're right along the main drag of, the fairgrounds are in Vallejo, California. So, Vallejo as it is. But we're right along the main drag of the fairgrounds. So everybody going to and from Sacramento, they're going to have to see us as they pass by, and it might pique some interest. So it's a mix of both, but these days it seems like it is more about contesting and big toy flexing.
That's why I said it depends on the club. That's why we set up where we do, because at the elementary school we set up, it's on the corner of the main drag and a side street off of the main drag in Nixa. So there's all kinds of traffic going up and down that road.
Right.
But there are clubs that they go out in the middle of nowhere and don't invite anybody, don't really go after all these extra bonus points that have to do with community involvement. And all they're out there to do is try to get the award for their whatever stations they're operating as for contacts.
I won't mention what club, but there's a couple clubs in California, one of which I'm like, about that do that. I'm like, where's the outreach?
Really, to answer your question, it all depends on the club and the people doing the field day event.
I can tell for me, last year I was a technician and fairly new still. I got my license the end of April last year, and field day I got to go and operate under the club call with an extra overwatching me, and I had an absolute blast, and it motivated me and pushed me to get my general. I am going out this year setting up with the intention of being there just in case there's somebody that wants to play or to learn or, be introduced to it, or if there's a technician that wants to play on HF, and I just want to be there and try to provide that station if there is. And the one site that I'm setting up at is in our county park, and it's got a beach and everything, and we'll be in a pavilion at the top of the hill above the beach, so it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a really visible site. So
yeah, I mean that's why we do have our GOTA station.
Yep.
And last year, and it was even better last year because 90% of the time it was kids.
Right.
But there's been multiples of the kids that spent most of the day operating from our GOTA station that are now working to get their license.
Yep. And I'm hoping, being by the beach there and everything, it's going to be a nice hot day up here. So I'm hoping there's a lot of kids out there, and they're, even if there's just one or two that show an interest, it'll be worth it for me. But yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to be out somewhere visible and play with our toys instead of, using the permanently installed club station and all that. As fun as it was last year, I want to be out in the public, in the park, hopefully seen by people, and hopefully draw some interest.
And that's one of the things that actually helps draw people to come in and see what we're doing is we've got a trailer tower.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we've got a trailer tower that we stand up and put a beam on.
Nice.
So that draws attention from the main road. Plus, then we've got verticals scattered all over.
So I don't quite have that, but I've got I just got a Beaver engineering tripod that when it's fully set up and stretched out, the top of it's at 12 feet. So on top of that, I'm going to set up the res antenna delta loop. So it should be pretty visible, at least, especially up on top of the hill above the beach.
Wow.
I'm like you, Levi. The GOTA station was the reason that pushed me to get my general. I got bit by the HF bug working under somebody else's license. I was like, man, this is a lot of fun. Like,
Yep.
Didn't realize it could be that high pace.
Yeah, I was there, and
that is absolutely the number one thing that anybody should do at any public-facing field day is a GOTA station. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first 3 HF contacts last year during field day. I hit a female in Puerto Rico, and then all of a sudden we hit France, and then out of nowhere was that little island, New Zealand, and I was just like blown away that I was talking to New Zealand. I knew it was possible and everything, but it just blew my mind, and I was instantly hooked. I went home that night and started studying.
I want to throw this one up. N1JUR Eric says, curious, how do you guys run your stations? You have station captains or band captains? We'll start with Marvin.
We had kind of, I mean, I've seen this a couple of different ways. When I ran it, we pretty much had like one captain that was kind of in charge of all field day. A club out of Massachusetts also ran it as one person that was kind of in charge of all of field day. I like to have station captains that are kind of in charge of each station, whether you bring it yourself or somebody else, have some shared equipment or whatever. But I think it's good to have somebody else in control of it, and being able to do it. But the problem I found is that you'll have, let's say you set up, 3 people want to bring their stations, and what you find is that those 3 stations are not being operated full time, and because I just can't find enough operators to keep them running all the time. So you may be 3, Alpha, whatever, 3 Bravo, whatever it might be, but trying to keep them running full time has been really a challenging. But I did assign each station was like 10, 20, and 40. And then it's like you may also have an opportunity to run 15. Let's say, 15 and, 12 or something. Those are work bands, but understand what I mean. They would also be able to, like, maybe as the one station was 40, may move to 80 later in the evening, depending on, how 40 was and how 80 picked up. So, those type of things. They did change from time throughout the day.
Okay, I'll go next. Ours being all 3 stations are in the trailer. We really have we have one of the officers kind of watching the trailer. We really don't have a so-called captain in there, but we are watching what's going on. Then the GOTA station, we usually have a captain on the GOTA station. We usually got 2 people helping on the GOTA station. But being that we kind of tell people, because of all the antennas and radios we set up, we've got plenty of radios for people to operate. So we don't really want people bringing out a bunch of their own radios to operate with. That way we don't start getting interference and everything. So that's kind of how we do it.
Right. For us, I'm not real sure. I'm going to lean on my more experienced club members when we get there, but I imagine we're only going to have 3 or 4 stations set up, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we'll all be within a picnic table or 2 of each other.
My I'm going to keep using VVR because that's, the club for me, really. We mix it up each year. Some years it's, the whole camp, there's not just, it's not a band captain, but it's the whole station, the whole setup, just one captain for the whole thing. Another year we'll do band guys instead and make it interesting, switch it up, see what works and what doesn't year to year, because every year there's different people. So it's never the same outcome. So we switch it up and we have fun with it.
So I can't really speak for the local club. I'm not affiliated with any clubs. So what they do, my understanding is I think they have 4 stations set up with one dedicated CW station, and not quite sure for the organization behind everything.
Yeah. Mike, I want to shout him out here. He's got a club shout out. This is his first field day. My club, RARA, which is Rockford Armature Radio Association. I've got to do it, guys, when I see that. Welcomes the public. We even get on the local news to promote it. All right, so you didn't need to shout out. Keep in mind, guys, if I am shouting out your club, you can go back to your club and whoever's doing your scoring, let them know that we shouted out the club on HamShackTV Live, and it should count you as a media exposure. In past field days that I've participated in, we've had station managers. We typically are 4 Alpha or 5 Alpha. Now, when I say 4 Alpha or 5 Alpha, that's one thing I wanted to touch on. What does that mean? So I think this is a great time to kind of go through what the rules packet and kind of see how this is all structured. So field day is 27th through 28th. Begins at 1800 UTC. Who's got that conversion off the top of their head?
Like 2 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. Good job. And runs through 2059 UTC Sunday. And
that's 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. the real time.
2 p.m. to 2 p.m. the real time.
No, 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. the real time.
UTC.
Anyway. Let's just throw all y'all off. 11 a.m. the real time.
That is not correct. Well, that's not entirely correct either, because they're showing this as a 20 Class A and B setup do not begin setting up until 1800 UTC on Saturday, and may operate the entire 27-hour field day period. Stations who begin setting their station up before 1800 UTC may only work 24 hours.
Yep.
Commencing when the on-air operations begin. No Class A or B stations may begin setup earlier than 0Z on Friday, which is Thursday afternoon or evening local time, preceding the field day period. Cumulative setup time shall not exceed a total of 24 hours. So let's talk about the categories. Class A is a club or non-club portable. So that would be, you're going out into the field, you may be going to a park, you may be going to a pavilion, a church property, school, something like that. You would be an A. You would be an A station. All equipment and antennas must lie within a circle whose diameter does not exceed 300 meters, because we're in England, so we're talking about meters. No, 1,000 feet. How about that? To be listed as Class A, all contacts. Somebody let Andy in there. All contacts must be made with transmitter and receiver operating independent of commercial power mains. So they really want you to be on a generator or battery or some sort of thing other than commercial. They want the GOTA station as a thing. You don't have to count your GOTA station as one of the transmitters. So that's good there. And also you have a free VHF station as well.
Yep.
Class A battery. We talked about that already. Class B is 1 or 2 person portable. So if you and your buddy decide to take stuff out in the park, same thing, except you're a Class B station. So you would be no more than 1 Bravo or 2 Bravo, if that was the case. Let's see here. Class C is mobile. Who's going to work field day mobile the whole time?
There are actually some guys that do it.
That'd be hard for me.
I can drive up and down my street all day, I guess.
I guess.
Hey, but Andy,
Yeah.
you gonna just do it on VHF, or you gonna finally put an HF rig in your car?
We'll see. What I can do is I can set up like a crossband repeat system at the house, so I can run radio out of my mobile station and crossband repeat through the house. No, I'm kidding. I do want to put an HF station. I had an HF station in my old Equinox, but when I traded it for the Acadia, I didn't get an HF station set up in there yet. I want to really bad. I just haven't had the time, nor we had time basically to do it.
Yeah. Class Delta is a home station. That's what W4I will be operating on. Will be 1 Delta. You'll hear a lot of 1 Deltas. Your 1, 2, 3, and 4 Alpha and 5 Alpha, you'll hear a lot of those, but you'll also hear a lot of 1 Deltas. Class E is a home station on emergency power, so you cannot use commercial power if you're going to Echo. Class Frank. Hey, we've got a Frank in the house tonight.
Right?
Yeah, who let this guy in here? This is
Let's go back to class.
I'm looking around. And I'm seeing Josh on a TV set. Marvin looks like he's like the only one in a ham shack. Dave's sitting out in his woods. I guess Levi's in a ham shack. Frank's out at the train station. Rabbit's in like a truck stop bathroom.
Andy, this is what's on the other side of the hole.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord,
Rabbit, how you doing?
let's not go there. What, Marvin, you were saying something.
So I want to ask a question on Class E home stations, emergency power. Same as Class D, but using emergency power for transmitters and receivers.
Yeah.
They don't specify anything about whether your laptop has to be on emergency power or
Just transmitters and receivers.
that's what my guess is. So I can run I can still run all of my laptops on, or my laptop, I should say, on.
If you're reading the rules by the letter of the law, just your transmitter and your receiver. Now, if you're going by the spirit of the law, then I would say maybe everything you would try to get on emergency power as possible. But
Don't you got
power? Yeah.
Don't you got something like an EcoFlow or something like that? You can run your laptop on that.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. I've got an Opus OUPES, I think it's an Opus backup battery, so I could run it all day long on that. So
that would be my home station, Marvin.
That brings up a very interesting point, though, Marvin, because let's say you're running FT8. At that point, does your laptop count as part of the transmitter?
I would say yes.
There you go.
That's a good point.
It has to.
Yeah,
because it's what's doing the transmission
without it.
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't. They don't specify that in there, and we do for Winter Field Day. I just it's one of those things that I just was kind of asking.
Well, that's because Winter Field Day don't allow FT8.
That's right.
That's a good point.
Thank you for reminding people.
Roasted.
Shots fired.
So Marvin, I look at it this way: anything connected to your transceiver or transmitter receiver, whatever vintage radio you have, anything connected to that must be run on battery power. So for me, the mixing board, the computer, the radio, the power meter, all on battery power.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Eric, N1JUR just spoke the phrase that everybody repeats and nobody follows. This is not a contest.
Oh yeah, we've been going.
Oh, we already went through that, Andy. See, you're late.
Yeah.
See, we already went through that. But Andy's gonna like this because the same person, N1JUR, Eric, asked, "Is anybody fully on WRL for Field Day this year?"
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yep.
Well, that begs the question. I'm glad you're here, Andy, but let me come to that here in a minute. Let me finish off with these classifications and stuff. Class Frank is Emergency Operations Center. That goes without saying. If you're at the EOC or the 911 center.
One second, Josh. Thanks a lot, Chris. Okay, Josh, proceed.
Yep. So if you're in a 911 center, EOC, something to that extent, I think I've read sometimes Salvation Army and things like that also count for EOCs. You'll be a Class Frank or Foxtrot, whichever way you want to say it. So your exchange, we kind of talked about this a little bit already. Your exchange, your first is the number of transmitters you've got. So in my case, since I've only got one transmitter, I'm going to be one Delta. One for one transmitter, D Delta for me working from home on commercial power. Now, for instance,
like us,
go ahead.
We'll be a 3 alpha at my station because we're operating as a 3A.
There you go.
Break that down though. What does the 3A mean?
We're not operating on commercial power. We're operating out of our trailer on generators, and we're actually running 3 HF stations in the trailer. GOTA station is a free station, but it cannot operate on the same call sign that you're operating 3 alpha on. But we can take a 6-meter station and set it up, and that's considered a free station being VHF, and we can actually operate that one with our special call sign for the event of K0A.
Okay,
our GOTA station has to be K0NXA, our club call. Yep. It cannot be.
So let's click into this for just a second here. Just to answer one quick question. The GOTA station gives what as its exchange, since it's not using the same call sign?
We've always given the same
exchange. That's what I think the rules say.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But you cannot use because they do give, if a person makes so many contacts on the GOTA station, you get points for bonus points for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be somebody that is not a licensed ham making those contacts on the station.
Okay. Yeah. You get like insane amounts of bonus points. I mean, if the more GOTA contacts you make, it's that many contacts.
You get your bonus points for each 10 contacts that a person a person makes.
Yep.
Yeah, this year they've got every GOTA contact, I believe, is worth 5 points. So that's
And yes, Bob, it is the same exchange, but it's not the same call sign. You cannot use your special event call sign with your GOTA station.
yeah, that makes sense. So same exchange, different call sign.
Right.
So I want to go back and go ahead, Josh. Finish what you're doing first. I'll come back.
I was just saying. So that ought to help you understand what your classification is. Now your section's a little tricky. Like you can't just say I'm 1 Delta New York. Well, there's several New Yorks, so you need to know what your section is. It's all based on what your geographic area is.
Thankfully, Missouri's just Mike Oscar.
Yeah,
It is. We're lucky. We're lucky in Missouri, Andy.
Yeah, Tennessee will be Tango November, but you get out into California, Frank can tell you, California's a mess when it comes to the sections.
SF,
You got them all memorized?
SF, EB, SJV, LAX, ONG, SDG, and that's just the ones I know off the top of my head.
Mhm.
Dreadful.
Well, Texas has got multiple sections too.
Yeah, they do.
Canada will really confuse you, like golden horseshoe and stuff like that. Like,
Whoever
where
came
the
up with
fuck
these
is that?
sections. Oh well, I'll keep
The
those thoughts in
ARRL.
mind.
Well, ARRL broke California down by counties.
Pretty
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I want to go back and visit a couple things real quick here.
Florida's what? What's Florida? There's North Florida. There's
Central Florida, South Florida.
West Central Florida.
like 3 different Floridas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Marvin.
So Eric asked a question: how do we handle just 8 call for Winter Field Day? And if you're operating on alternative power, all batteries, whether in use or charging, should only be recharged during using alternate power. Winter Field Day runs all station equipment, including laptops and other accessories, from an alternative power source. Lights and HVAC are the exceptions. So,
Yeah.
So everything, laptop and all, runs on there. But we specify that in there. If you're operating on 100% alternative power, that we specify what exactly is going to be running on that alternative power. And then the other one was, if I can find it real quick here. Yeah, so if we're taking Marvin's spur of the rules, if I'm an Airbnb, am I a 1B or not a 1D? So I was going to answer that question as well. Well, 1B is running on battery, and 1D and D is like your home station. But if you're in an Airbnb, you're not at home. I guess you still have to consider a residence.
If you're running off commercial power, it'd still be just like you're running from home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking too. So.
And for those curious, I just dropped a link in chat to the ARRL official section list.
Whoa. We got some business to take care of here. And somebody else clicked it.
Oh, sorry.
Let's play a clip. We haven't played that clip in a while. Play a clip.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Levi with 5.
Count
them $5 foot long. Gifted channel memberships. Does anybody got that pulled up?
Give me a second, I'll have it.
I'm trying to get there myself. That's the wrong channel. That's T.O.'s channel.
Yeah, it's Aid Davis, KO4YLT, Gary Lund, Texas.
Please tell me I get one.
Gerald Campbell, 6834, Thomas Dunaway, 2573, and Weird West, 6725.
Congratulations to everybody that has received those channel memberships. You will. Right now, we've ran out of all my scheduled videos, but I'll be putting out more in this wonderful series that people are really feeding back good. So that's some of the great benefits. Plus, you have access to the exclusive HamShackTV emojis. So enjoy that.
Josh, I think you were reading through some rules here. Sorry, we kind of got off track there.
No, I think we're pretty good at this point.
Well, in that case, what were you going to ask me about World Radio League? I'm here to talk about that all night.
Well, let's.
Oh no! This is about Field Day, not World Radio League. You got your own stream on Monday.
Show on Monday.
I definitely want to hit on all the options. We here at HamShackTV do certainly prefer World Radio League. Use coupon code HamShackTV.
KE6GAE.
Anyway,
I had to be a smart aleck, Josh.
They ARRL wants you to submit in Cabrillo. That is typical with any contest. They want you to submit a Cabrillo log. Let's talk first about World Radio League. One of the frustrations that I'm hearing from viewers and myself, for that matter, like on the digital contest, is the scoring wasn't right. Has that been resolved?
Scoring is going to be dead on this year. We've got scoring set up for World Radio for Field Day this year, just like we did for Winter Field Day. And set up for Winter Field Day, and we've got a really good scoring system.
Excellent. I know that I had some issues with scoring on the international digital contest.
Yeah, we don't support scoring on every contest yet. We're headed that direction. We don't just yet, but for Field Day and for Winter Field Day, we most definitely support it for those two.
Yep. So, Andy, if you want to share, or I can share it let's show people how to sign up for the logs there.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and take care of your business first. I see you got a little bit more there to take care of. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I do.
$1.62 worth.
Oh, that's right.
Eric, that's true.
It threw me off because it's blue. I thought somebody had highlighted it as a question. I didn't realize it was something. Take care of that play.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Frank with the $1.62. You couldn't have threw in the extra 5 cents so we could do a 6-7.
You know, that's the funny thing about it, Josh. That's the last of my YouTube budget for the month. So you got the last of it.
I'm wondering.
Feel honored, Josh.
I'm wondering, can I submit somebody
Whoa, we got more business to take care of.
Not another clip.
Private $2.90 with the 20. You know what we gotta do.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right.
Somebody gift exactly $7.67 if you want Josh to find a new clip.
I'm all about it. Whatever. Great channel. I really enjoy all the guests. I recently subscribed to Rabbit's channel. There you go, Rabbit. How about that?
There you go.
Oh, he's one of the ones trying to help you beat me and TO to 500 there, Rabbit.
I guess.
He's silenced.
I don't think he's hearing us.
I don't know if he is. I mean,
Watson Hurts says $20 to get in to slap the base. Yes, if Josh forwards me the $20, sure, why not?
We got a new channel member. I'm not playing a clip for channel members anymore unless it's a gift of channel memberships. JP Loveland became a channel member. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, maybe, and I guess I'm not really throwing it out there, but I'm at 779 tonight for members, and it's like I need to get to 780. No, I mean,
sure, rub it in, Marvin.
Whoa, back up, members.
Not members. I'm sorry, subscribers. My apologies.
I was going to say you rolling it in if that's the case.
No.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You know what's funny? The World Radio League channel just crossed 4,000 subscribers. And,
hey, Rabbit.
And I was watching the Mr. Beast live stream when he crossed 500 million. It was hilarious.
God's sake!
Because he crossed 500 million subscribers, and he sat there thanking everybody for 3 minutes, and by the time he got done thanking everybody, he had another 64,000.
And speaking of 64,000,
how many of those are bots, though?
Hey, Mike KE9DSK, I love your logger on your icon there.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right.
You know what
Mike
that
with
means?
the 767 is a vote
means?
to change the clip.
You know what that means?
That means I should start playing this.
Nico, for the first time in his collegiate playing.
I won't run Dave off yet.
We're in the first hour, so I'm going to keep it clean.
So I'll bring it back around to Field Day real quick.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Eric mentioned this, and this is a good point. Because of the 7.2 and 7.5 in Venezuela yesterday, a friendly reminder, they made 7135 the emergency traffic frequency down there. So try to keep that clear and, give or take, let's say 5 kc of that during field day.
I'd not heard that myself. That's very good news to know. That's good to share that information out. Thank you, Frank.
It was horribly catastrophic earthquakes.
I heard that.
They had another one today down there.
I did not hear that it was weird. They were using 7.135 though. I not heard that.
My boss's wife is from there, and thankfully her family's okay, but her parents literally had cracks in their walls, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, there was a triangle of earthquakes in the Pacific Ring of Fire yesterday.
I was about to say there was the 5.6, which was only 40 miles north of me. It rocked people out of bed here. I wasn't here, but it rocked people out of bed at 5.6. Then the 2 in Venezuela, and then 1 in Japan. So, yesterday was a very big, shaky day for the Ring of Fire.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But now what I was saying earlier, Rabbit, before you disappeared, they're trying to shame us little YouTube channels, bragging about 780 and then 4,000 subscribers for a commercial
You're not little
channel.
compared to me, brother. I'm rocking at 180 right now, 180, 190.
Oh,
I consider 375 little.
There was a little sub bump last night on the kids' table. I was at 2988, and I'm now, it went down a couple, but I'm just over 3,000 now.
Nice.
But we were messing with him last night, too. We'd go in and subscribe and then unsubscribe. He was watching his numbers drop below the number he was when it started.
What's hilarious?
This counter, and people can try it if they want. I'll leave it this size here. That's live, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him to 3,000 last night.
Very cool. Very good.
Anyway, Josh, what were you saying?
You wanna show everybody how to sign up on
Sure,
the league?
absolutely.
And while Andy does that, we'll just do this a little here.
Are you implying that I'm taking a long time?
I'm going to get demonetized. I better not play it too long.
I was going to say, you play that too long and you're going to get hit.
I was going to say more than about 6 seconds of that, and I got hit with it. So,
as Eric says,
hey, Michael's not here. You can't blame him for it now, Josh.
No, I can blame that guy.
The smoke alarm has returned. All right.
Just as long as it doesn't get louder, because I have PTSD with smoke alarms.
All right. Go ahead and get this set up here. All right. So so what you're going to want to do is you want to go to the contest page, go to upcoming contests. After it starts, it'll be in live contest. We'll go to upcoming contests. You'll have a join for free button. Just click that button and you're enrolled. It's just as easy as that. We are up to 1,256 enrollees, and we always have a extra blast right at the last few hours.
That's nowhere near enough.
Really excited that we're.
That's funny. That's almost as many.
It's already blowing last year out of the water, but we've definitely grown a lot since last year.
That's funny. That number is close to the number of registered field day stations.
Wow.
So you're only 30 off.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So got all those enrolled here. If you go to your logbook, of course, this is the web. You'll definitely, if you're a club, you'll definitely want to get everybody signed into the desktop app. That's going to be the best experience for y'all. We can see a map here of all the enrollees all around the world. Beautiful. Wow, that's amazing. It's really cool. Statistics page. Check that out after the event begins. That's going to look really cool. Same with the leaderboard. It's going to be beautiful. We have all the rules listed here, or many of the rules anyway. And then you can go to the logbook here, the basic rules. You can go to the logbook here, and you can change your logging template. Of course, you'll have you can be sure and set your exchange, before you start logging, so you'll have that information in there. And then we've got these really cool scoring breakdowns, which will show if you're a club, you can check per operator scoring breakdown, or like each operator's performance throughout, which is really cool. So we have like a couple of different videos on YouTube. Be sure and go check those out. It walks through the entire process, but it's really, really awesome. And please, if you have any questions, I'm here tonight to answer questions. If you want any answers, so throw them at me.
Andy, I actually have a suggestion for you.
Yes, go for it, Frank.
Instead of having to manually enter, say 1 Delta SF, which is me, have it pull just the section part based on the grid square.
Yeah, we've definitely considered that, but there's some. I've definitely seen in contests people will go to other places to operate. A lot of times, I've also seen. I've also heard that in some events it's not necessarily you have to enter the section by hearing it. People are like real sticklers, which is probably not that big a deal. But it's definitely something to consider, and we probably won't have that in there this year, but definitely it's something we can consider for entering it by winter field day or by next year. So
because there's like some of us, like I'm usually emergency power at home when I do like winter field day or field day. So all I have to do is enter the 1E and I'm good, as long as it pulls SF, because that's. And a lot of people generally don't go outside their sections for field day or winter field day, it seems.
Yeah. We do have a lot of data that we can work with. It's just that we haven't, we definitely want to align with the rules. But in this case, I honestly think that a lot of spotting rules that have happened for different contests over the years have started to ease up lately. So I think things like that will get easier to implement. And so, by next year, you could definitely see something like that. Like I said, we've got a lot of data to work with. We can even read the class that somebody else has entered earlier in the contest for that station and input that automatically as well. So, definitely things to think about.
Okay. Now, so Rob, KB6JFL did bring up a good point to what I just offered there. Part of one of the grids he's in is in a different section. So, I can see that being troublesome at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if it's pulling the wrong data, then, you've got to, it makes it a little bit hard to handle it sometimes. Whereas if you have no data, then you have to get it from the other operator. And so, if that makes sense. But
just an idea.
I definitely see the value. It's just we're kind of weighing both sides of some of these things, and this year we went this direction, but in the future I can definitely see going ahead and as we continue to get more and more accurate data, then I can definitely see something like that.
Because the ARRL sections really don't change. Well, they haven't changed in the last 20 years that I've been a ham. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I think Josh took off. But anyway, if anybody does have any questions, feel free to let me know. You can even send me an email later or whatever. But put something in the chat if you have a question, or if any of you guys on the panel have any questions about using World Radio League, let me know. I would love to know how many people are going to be using it for field day in the chat.
I hate to tell you, Andy.
I hate to hear it too.
You guys got this out a little late for me to even try to work on my club. We'll still be using N3 FJP this year, but I will start working on my club. I mean, there's other loggers that people have already set up. So
what about your GOTA station?
It sets up with N3 FJP too.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, Andy, I do have a quick question.
But trust me, I will have it out there being showing it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Andy, if you go to your logbook, do you have an example logbook you can probably pull up?
Yeah.
So You have a logbook that you have that you can pull up that has like multiple days inside it.
Yeah, for sure.
So just pull up any of them that you might have that has that. Okay, there you go. So you've got the one for the very top one there. It looks like March 27th and then April 1st. If I wanted to be able to just go down and let's say I want to do a map share of just the ones I did on April 1st.
Yeah.
Can I edit to just down to those 3 to just show that day without having to do all of them?
Yeah, so go to your QSO map tab up here. So you go into your logbooks, go to QSO
It
map.
shows everything in that logbook, right?
Yeah, well, what you do is you filter by logbook. You pick the logbook that you're wanting to share. Then you also filter by date. So you go over here and say just
March 27th, whatever it was.
Let me get back here. Just March 1st through the 27th. That's all I want to show. There you go. Boom.
Okay, I did not see that little icon over to the left, and maybe I was just trying to do it on desktop, and it needed to be done on the. It has to be done on the web interface. So maybe that was
exactly.
So that's probably what happened.
Yeah, for sure. Great question, Dave. I would love to. What I would love to see is your club. You know, if they want to this year, whichever computer is hosting all those logs, if you can set up the connector from N3FJP through to WRL, it would be really cool, because then you can put them all up on a map and just show off the map in WRL, even though your club's using N3FJP.
That's a really cool idea, actually.
Yeah, it would be, but everything is set up now. We don't make changes right before we.
I thought you were an IT professional, though, Dave.
It is, but N3FJP is set up on a server that propagates to computers that are in the trailer. It's set up a little different.
That's like rebooting your computer before a live stream.
And so it's N3. Not to smash on anybody, but these networking things have been. I always hear, oh yeah, we use N3FJP every year. Oh, it's such a pain to set up. That's what
it's not really a pain to set up though, Andy. It's just everything because we want to keep. No, what I said was we've got it set up on a server, so it's on its own database. So you're not keeping 3 separate databases.
Yeah. So my point is, all you have to do with World Radio League is everybody log into one account. That's it. You're already networked. I mean, it's just that easy. It's just everybody sign into one account, and you're all synced through the cloud. So,
welcome
Andy,
to the jungle, Tim.
One other quick question in regards to the World Radio League logger: is the 1.1 the latest that's out, or that's going to be out before Field Day? All the updates have been pushed out for desktop.
1.1.2 is out, I believe.
0.1.2 will be the latest. Will be the version that's like I think he's going to push it in the morning. It'll just be an automatic update, so it'll just pop up in your app.
You have one more update coming out tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just all it's doing is like I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, it's giving you for the GOTA station. It's giving you like an entry box. Instead of having to hit the plus button a bunch of times to log all your GOTA contacts, it's giving you like an entry box to put that in your bonus points, and it's also giving you the My Exchange. We realized that we didn't have the My Exchange field, so that you can have that in front of you on the desktop app. So we added that in. I think that there may have been like a couple of little like UI elements moved here and there, but that was basically it. It wasn't anything major, just a couple last minute things we need to throw in. So. Nothing major.
I will be using World Radio League for sure.
Absolutely.
Glad to hear it.
Same.
I want to give it a go, especially now knowing that the scoring is going to be correct. That's great.
Yep. We'll have live leaderboards showing. Of course, we put on there. This isn't this of course isn't the final score, but we usually have a participation award, and we usually have like a top finisher award or something. So, we'll probably send out a top finisher award for whoever finishes at the top spot in the World Radio League leaderboard. So,
do you have participation trophies?
Yes, we do.
How did I know Tim was going to bring that up?
We do have a participation trophy. Absolutely.
That's what matters.
You can just go ahead and
Well, you want to talk about making an entrance.
Yep. And N1JUR reminds us that Field Day is not a contest, and that reminds me to remind you to go to k@mrdswrong.com.
So
Field Day is not a contest, yet they have a five-page rule book or however many pages, probably a lot more pages than that rule book, and
Come on, guys.
everybody's trying to get top score.
So,
but it's not a contest.
It's an
But
activity.
it's not a contest.
Matt, K2AUB's World does have a
Irony.
question. You answered him?
No. I said irony. Everybody was talking about it not being a contest. It's an ironic thing to say.
It's not a contest; it's a scrimmage.
It's a
Sure.
it's a performance evaluation.
That
There you go.
that question right there from Matt.
That's Andy. How we see bonus points? Yes, you have a bonus. So in your logbooks you have. I can even share this again if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Josh, this will look the same in the desktop app. So I'll just go ahead and actually I'll pull up the desktop app and show you. It looks the same in either one. But
Good point from Rob, by the way. Work bands are not allowed, but they do allow FT8. So you can't use
Winterfield Day.
12, 17, 30, or 60.
You know I'm just messing with you, right, Marvin?
I know you are. And I'll take it all day long. I got rough shoulders. I won't cry. I'll just cry when I go to my pillow tonight.
I do also want to note, by popular demand, I do have a new super chat clip ready. So
yes,
you all will get to see it whenever the next one comes.
somebody super chat. I've got to hear something besides money isn't everything. No, I'm kidding.
Marvin, I'll back you. FT8's not contest worthy.
No.
JSA call.
Now, nobody said it was contest
But-
worthy. We're just
exchange
frustrated that
information.
it's not available.
But Tim, Marvin just stated earlier, Winterfield Day is not a contest. So yes, FT8's not contest material.
It's not performance evaluation material. You can't exchange information in it, but you can use the protocol with FT8. Or I'm sorry, JSA call.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
will warn you,
what we're-
Andy, that is a little distorted.
Little.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty blurry.
Yeah.
That ain't changing anything. It's-
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just the StreamYard share thing here.
That
Anyway.
Missouri internet there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get you some fiber.
If we go over here, can you see some of this? So if we got
Yeah,
the
we
log
can.
tab,
We
map
can see the
tab,
gist of it. Some of
plotting
the
tab,
letters
stats
are
tab,
just
then
blurry.
bonuses tab right here, and this gives you,
Tight-
all your
Tighten that
bonus.
string up a little bit, Andy. Tighten the string up a little bit.
There you go.
It's a better resolution.
Yeah. Anyway.
Man.
So there you go, Matt. That's where it's at.
Yep.
For a minute there, I thought my blood sugar was high and my diabetes was kicking in. It's so blurry.
Oh,
Diabetes.
don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
To adult onset diabetes.
Diabetes.
That's funny.
So there you go. That's cool. And World Radio League is free to use, y'all. Go check it out. If you want the paid version, HamShackTV is your coupon code, get you 10% off. Yeah, it's going to be fun. This will be my first year using World Radio League for Field Day, so I'm really excited about that.
I think that's JP Loveland. He actually kind of makes the statement right. It's an open challenge with rules of constraint.
And there it is right there, folks. KF8 CGJ. Play the clip if I can find it. There
That's
it
a
is.
challenge, is what I hear.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Well, I guess that just simply deserves the where is it at? Why is it not playing? It played fine on the computer.
Hey,
it's on loop mode.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Colin's got one in there. He says you just came from an 80-meter net by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what the problem is. It's my mistake. I'll have it fixed. I downloaded the wrong one. There we go. It'll be fixed in a minute.
Next thing you know, we're going to hear a fire alarm.
Oh. I'll spare Frank. I'll spare
Thank you.
Frank. Now, Tim might not spare you.
Right, yeah, I know.
All right. Now, this looks like this is in here now. Let's try this again.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay.
It's not like that clip. I guess you're stuck with
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 million man. All right, let's.
I have no idea why it does not like that new clip.
I'd ask for your money back.
Yeah,
maybe it's saving you from getting demonetized.
Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, go look up Bill O'Reilly freak out. You'll see what the clip is. Why is that on the screen?
You put it up there.
I did not put it up there.
You did
It's
too.
got to be Andy. Did you give Andy admin controls?
He's had it.
That's where it came from. You couldn't figure that out?
I mean, Andy did say hot take. CW is the only contest-worthy mode.
Bad taste.
See, Andy's gatekeeping now.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we have Bad Take Andy 2.0. And none of you will know who Bad Take Andy is. But back in my radio days, broadcast radio days, I should say, I worked with a remote engineer. His name was Andy Seller. Shout out if you're watching, Andy. But they called him Bad Take Andy because he always had bad takes. So we now have Bad Take Andy 2.0.
It says it's a bad take.
It is a bad take. It's gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Prep M. Paul says Andy can't be a new Jen Sadham. He's too nice.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Yes, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm just a gate locker.
And guys, I give Andy a hard time, but Andy's a good friend of mine. He knows I'm joking around with him.
Oh, absolutely.
Andy's not a gatekeeper.
And I'm sure you guys know that was merely to rile Dave up.
That's exactly what it's for, guys.
Hang on a minute. Now we've got the real bad take of the night.
No.
El Schreiber is the only worthy contest man.
That's it. I'm out. See you guys.
I agree.
I'm out.
and Hellschreiber is the foundation for dot matrix printers. So
it is.
Is it really?
For a while,
yes.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep.
And then Eric, Spark Gap is Real Ham Radio minus proof.
Hey, Andy.
Rob says Andy hasn't earned his keep. Josh hasn't paid my keep. What are you talking about?
But Andy, it's because you're too young.
A few weeks ago. He got his keep a few weeks ago when he had the whole show to himself.
Great.
Yeah, but did I get one single dime for running your show for you? Not a red cent.
Not a red cent. Plenty of exposure.
You finally got some exposure, Andy.
Yeah.
and not the kind of exposure people
maybe
were hoping
people
for with the
start to know
tutu.
who I am now. What was that, Josh?
I said not the kind of exposure people thought they were going to get with the tutu.
Right.
You know, you keep bringing it up like you want to wear a tutu again, Josh.
No, I do not.
I'm not bringing it up if I were you. Of course, I wouldn't have put it on in the first place, but that's beside the point.
What's your price, Andy?
My price is I'm not. No.
You can't go down that road.
You notice he made sure he did not appear in the video of you in the tutu.
Well, now that was strategic. I told Levi, I said, I want to stay away from all the sponsors. just for good measure.
And then he proceeded to walk by them all.
We walked by them, but we didn't stop and make a spectacle.
Very
out
true.
Of it.
Very true.
Yeah. The only one that I stopped and made a spectacle out of, and it's not even a sponsor, was Nancy from Rars Fest. I had to stop by with her and her tiara that she wears. Of course, I had to stop by with the tutu.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway, this is about Field Day. And
I think a hula skirt would look better.
Well, we're in the second hour, Josh, so.
That's true. Frank, are you broadcasting tonight?
I am.
Tell everybody what you got going on with the show tonight.
So Thursday nights for me is Frank something else. I don't know what we're going to talk about or what's going to happen. It's mainly up to chat. lately I'd been doing a Reddit thing where we'd read Reddit posts in r/amateur radio or r/ham radio.
That's a bad place.
And been responding to those. But I found out I was shadow banned, and then it was fixed, and then I got shadow banned again. A long story there. So I don't think we're going to do Reddit, although I have a poll going in my chat right now, ahead of time to see what people might want to do. One of the options is Reddit, so we'll see what happens.
r/amateur radio is not a great place for the morale always.
It's like virtual 7200.
Yeah. It's worse than 7200, quite honestly.
So last, not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, we had Walt on the kids table, and it got a little spicy about the sad hams and the gatekeepers. And I just posted in there. I'm like, I said, wow, this video must have struck a chord, and that started a whole thread of sad hams and gatekeepers. It was fun.
What a couple of them corrected Tim's spelling, and then a bunch of them went, "What's with the crappy music?"
Yeah,
Tim, that was probably one of the best kids table streams.
It was pretty good. It was fun.
Oh, look who's back.
Shady back.
Airy with a tango. Good evening. See, you're still hanging out with the Oklahomans.
And that's coming from a Vol fan.
r/dumpster fire. That's
I have the power to make everybody a Vol fan, right like that.
You do?
I do.
I only like the orange. And Peyton Manning. I'll take Peyton Manning.
That's only because we have that connection.
That's true.
Because he came up there to Indy.
That's right.
Did he ever? Yeah, he did win a Super Bowl with Andy. He won one with Indy, not Andy, but Indy.
Yeah.
Andy won one with Denver.
No, he didn't win one with me. He's way out of his league. No, I'm kidding.
But Tim, you failed to remind us of the national championship.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, I do just live up the road from campus of your national champions, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Very true.
Anyway, well, what else have we got to talk about Field Day?
I'm just curious what we were talking about loggers earlier, and a lot of people use N3FJP. As Dave mentioned earlier, N1MM is obviously a very regular logger as well that a lot of people use. We're hoping that we see a little over 1,200 people are going to be using World Radio League. And those are just the ones that are that are registered with that, but more to come on all of those. But I think oh my gosh, I just drew the blank on the one. Was the one that started, not Ham2K, but the other guy, Jared, that makes hammers. I think he makes a Field Day. How many people are going to be using the hammers out there in the? Oh yeah, there you go. Put that perfect little chat there. One thing I came across today, and I can't reveal too much because I don't really know a whole lot, but there is somebody that is a software developer that has reached out to me, to Winter Field Day group, and said, "Hey, looking at developing a N1MM Mac OS version." So I'm very excited to see what would come of that in the future and how that's going to come around. Again, I know who it is and everything, and we're going to do some more inquiring with them, but I think that would be very cool to be able to see that. There's a lot of other Mac loggers out there too, like Skookum Logger, Rumlog.
World Radio League.
What is it?
World Radio League.
Yeah, World Radio League, of course. But those are the few of the Mac ones that go along the way as well, which is kind of cool.
I do want to mention in the chat, I'm seeing some of you writing out WRL. Thank you for your vote, but you got to do 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can't write it out; it won't count.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Let's see what all comments we got. World Radio League. Let's see here. WRL desktop.
I wonder who wrote that.
World Radio League.
Right?
Who's this guy? I like this guy.
There's that gatekeeper again.
Apparently, that guy doesn't follow directions.
Now,
I guess one of my points is I'm going to make with this is that one, if you're using one of those loggers, whatever they are, please just go out and make sure you're getting the latest version of it, and when you're uploading that, and I don't care. Again, I don't care what it is. I'm just curious. And then I was kind of curious what people had to for, I know we're putting a poll out here, so we'll kind of see where that's at. But looks like the majority of the people on the channel will be using World Radio League. But
I cannot express enough that if you do use the N3FJP, please double check the version.
Yeah.
Probably different.
Let me just insert this.
They update every year.
Yeah, let me just insert this in here. If you don't know whether or not you're using the latest version of the World Radio League desktop app, then you probably are, because we push out these automatic updates that let you know when there's a new version available.
Nice you put that on there now.
It's an easy way to just download and install it quickly. And then, of course, the mobile app, you'll want to check for an update on the mobile app. Many times we even push it automatically there.
I can't help that.
I don't necessarily like the automatic push.
I was going to bring it up when Andy was done talking, but yeah, I saw that Microsoft Excel and I was like, that's a classic.
Terrible.
Or I mean, I guess we should put the other one in there, Josh, as other in post is pencil and paper.
Yeah, so where's this paper logger?
I still can't believe people use pencil and paper, but just unbelievable. In fact, I've got a log sitting here that somebody sent me from Winter Field Day. It's like paper. It's like, you really keep.
Now, I will say sometimes pencil and paper, at least when I was first starting CW, it helped me to be able to hear the CW and get it down before I put it in my World Radio League app, was just write it down on a piece of paper. And so I understand, people using pen and paper, and then of course you can just drop those into.
I have not seen this, Andy. I've not heard about that.
Yeah.
How did you guys decide to do that?
Misinformation going around. But I will say,
we call that fake news.
That is fake news.
Fake news.
Okay. There's a JK after it. Good.
I thought I heard Andy say that.
It did spark something that I do want to mention here. We are going to try to get ham radio prep courses into every school in America next school year.
That's awesome.
And so we are, for free, any school that wants to sign up can get ham radio prep in their classroom.
This guy's old school right here.
Yes,
I like that.
yes, Terry, let's go.
Appreciate that, Terry.
Yes, there we go.
My wife drives me crazy because I'll ask her for a fountain pen. She's like, what the hell is a fountain pen? And 12 years later, she still asks me that.
That, my friend, is a fountain pen. Let's see if it...
Any kind of pen you hand me is a fountain pen, if you ask me.
Oh, help. Please, no. Please take that back.
No, that's not true.
Why is it not?
Very specific.
There we go. There you go. There's a fountain pen. That's a fountain.
So something that I saw in chat from Rob, KB6JFL, and I always ask it too. Who, if you're not operating as a club, who's logging everything to QRZ after, or LLTW, or any one of those? Who's transferring their logs to that afterwards?
Really makes sense.
All of mine do.
Not everybody does it automatically, though.
Well, it could. I kind of backed that off. The only reason I backed off having automatic, like World Radio League automatically sending them to QRZ was one day I typed in, I don't know, let's go, I'll do my wife's KQ4YNK. Instead, I did KQ4NYK. It just, mistyping, whatever. I hit return, hit submit, and then the next thing I know is it's in QRZ. It's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, crap. Now you have to go back and edit.
I was laughing at this comment, Marvin, though.
I know, right? So it's one of those things that if you correct it in World Radio League, it does not update the QRZ then. So now your logging and files are off. So I don't do it until I know all my QSOs are confirmed and done, and then I will upload to QRZ.
Rockets and Radio says he wouldn't have enough room. I have the opposite problem. I'd have too much.
Tim would have to cover up the raccoon if he did.
Yeah. So,
but Marvin, that's what I'm talking about. Is who uploads after, not live, not while you're doing it live, but after the fact.
I don't log in.
I do it live.
The World Radio League because they do not support multiple locations without having to jump through a bunch of hoops. 90+% of my queues are away from home, and probably not in the same grid square, and it's a pain in the rear end to deal with them. So I just said I'm done with them.
That is something that I would love to see. And Andy, perk your ears up for your devs. I would love, I've got a separate log for mobile logging.
Yep.
So if I'm driving down the road and make a QSO, I don't want to have to go back in and change my dang location, and I have to do that.
So you mean you're like literally driving when you make the contact?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is something that I pitched to the devs maybe about a year ago, or pitched to James and the dev team about a year ago. And I honestly think we're in a spot now where we could maybe look into that a little bit more seriously. But having a real-time updated, at least on the mobile app, location would be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, I don't know anything about coding and all that nonsense, but in theory, it should be kind of a simple operation. You queue that log to track your location, and when
you already have GPS tied in, right, Andy?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally. That's all I do is I have to go back into the log, open up that QSO, and select edit my location, and it'll say there's an option for use my location, and it'll find it. But otherwise, it defaults to my home address.
Yep. This is definitely something that I have pitched before and will likely pitch again. But I think we're in a better spot now to do that than we were last time I pitched it. So, great call out there. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead and close the poll as well. World Radio League overwhelmingly win, and thank you everybody for your support of World Radio League. 63% there, 13% for N3FJP, 6% for N1NM, and 18% now went to other pen and paper tattoo guns.
Yeah, but what was that? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Hey, Andy, got another question on the club type or club style logging.
Yeah.
What if they want to use World Radio League and they are off the internet?
Off the internet. This is a very good question.
So we've got multiple stations that want to log using World Radio League in a internet free zone.
Yes.
This
is a very valid question. Everybody can still log locally, and once you get back online, it will all sync perfectly. Okay. But you won't have the real-time dupe checking. That's the main thing you're going to be missing. But all the logs are going to be synced into the same platform. Just you're going to be missing those dupe checks.
So at the end of the day, I don't know how people deal with this, and this is probably a good question.
Yeah.
How do you deal with a dupe when somebody calls you and it's a dupe? Do you just work it, or
well,
do you say I'm not going to work you because we're a dupe? Or
most of the time during a contest, if I'm just logging. I'll log it and then realize it was a dupe later or something most of the time. Or if I see it's a dupe, then I'll just log it. Lots of times I'll log it anyway. I don't work that many dupes. But if I'm in a contest, usually I'm like spinning the dial and listening, and I can so I'm not usually running, so I can see if it's a dupe. But sometimes I'll hear people on the other end go, hey man, that's a dupe, and then just move on. So they like really specifically call it out. It honestly doesn't really matter whether you log it or not. It just takes up more time than maybe you'd like to.
I hear more people be a-holes about the fact that somebody tried working with a second time than it is just to work it and move on.
Yeah, it's kind of that same feeling of you're expending a whole bunch of effort so you don't have to do as much kind of a feeling. Sure. It's like you're wasting all this time so you don't have to waste as much time. It's kind of ridiculous.
I want to acknowledge this one real quick. KA2 AUB's World. As a section youth coordinator, a huge thank you to World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep.
Yeah,
for a free curriculum for schools.
So if you did not hear that, I know there was a couple of conversations going on at once there, but if you did not hear that, we want to get Ham Radio Prep into every school in America for free starting in the next school year. So this is something that James is really excited about. I'm really excited about. And we've got awesome courses, and we want to get them in as many schools in America as we can. Yeah. So if you're a teacher or you know a teacher, either let your teacher friend know, or if you are the teacher, reach out, because we want to partner. We want to partner with as many of you as we can.
Have you talked to the Teachers Institute at the ARRL?
I don't believe we've talked to them
reach out to him. So Steve Goodgame has stepped away from that program. I'm not sure who's in to take it over, but I would definitely reach out to him, because I mean that's a resource. They've already got these pathways. These interfaces set up with STEM teachers.
Yeah.
All throughout their network. This
is we're wanting this to be a huge asset to STEM and STEAM programs all over the U.S. So this could be really incredible. So we're really excited. Yeah, if you've got that information, send it to me like on Discord or something, so I can. If you've got like if you've got anybody's contact information or anything, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
You said if teachers to reach out, is that the partnerships at hamradioprep.com?
Yes, thank you. Partnerships at hamradioprep.com. Let us know that you are a teacher and what school you're with, so that we can start working on getting you set up. Mm-hmm.
Are you, and we're getting into the weeds here with this, but it's a very good thing to get into the weeds with. Are we only looking at secondary schools, or are we also looking at colleges and universities as well?
I think James would be open to colleges and universities if
he mentioned it last week. He mentioned it last week on the live stream and talking about colleges.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. He may have said something. I'm pretty sure, just knowing him, that he would definitely be interested in that. But yeah, just reach out if you are a college, if you are part of a college staff, reach out to us by all means. I think James would extend it to there as well. Yeah, I don't want to just speak off the cuff for him without having had the conversation, but yes, I think so.
Make it a decision.
I know somebody that's a college employee.
There you go.
I'll be in touch.
Andy's giving you,
Josh.
Andy's giving you a definite maybe.
It's Josh, it's for students and sponsors of clubs at the university level, not staff employees.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm an extra. But what I'm saying is, I have connections with UTARC, AA4UT, University of Tennessee Amateur Radio Club. So I'll be in contact with them. That they're wanting to expand, and they need people to get their licenses to do that.
Yeah, literally just email us and say, hey, my name is so-and-so from this school, and I have this year we're going to have these many students that could be interested in getting their license. We'll set you up. Go ahead, Tim.
And you guys aren't, well, some of us are old enough to remember this. You guys need to do what Macintosh did in schools, right? They just start filtering it in early. Mm-hmm. Now Mac is huge.
Mac's the king. Yep,
Business world, everybody's using a Mac now. Very, very few people use Windows unless they're being forced to.
It's certainly
the original Apple II was started in the schools.
So I remember using one.
I want to bring something in. I was just watching this evening. Actually, I should say, listen to on my way home. Is in the recent number of years since Windows 10 went to Windows 11, Lenovo being, well, I'm a partner for them, a reseller, but so I'm a big Lenovo fan, and I have been for years. But they did something very interesting when they had that switch over from Windows 10 to Windows 11. They had all these devices that couldn't be upgraded with the 2.0 TPM chip and everything. So they started taking some of those devices and putting Linux on them. And Linux is really growing in the industry. And Lenovo is now selling an option for you to be able to buy Linux or Windows. And their sales through Linux has just taken off. And I mean, it's just an upward spike. The number of people that are buying those because they're cheaper. And most people who are like Office users are using email, Teams or something like that, some type of Zoom, some type of platform to be able to talk back and have meetings with, and just some basic maybe Word, things like that, or Excel, and you can do all that through Linux very easily. Yeah. So a lot of people are moving off that Windows platform because you're paying so much for those Windows license fees. And it's unbelievable. So it was really interesting to hear them talk about how Lenovo and then now HP, Asus, and Dell are kind of starting to do the same thing, and that Windows may lose some market share out of this. So I thought it was kind of interesting that that's where it was going. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
but I don't know that major enterprises that are Microsoft houses they're gonna lose the share there.
Well, they may not, but it's just cool to see the upward trend of Linux coming out.
So
they're selling on the Ubuntu.
If you want to find out more about our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program, I just put the link in the chat, hamradioprep.com/schools. You can go to that link. And something that is near and dear to my heart. Thank you, Terry. Windows does need to die.
Yes.
Something that's near and dear to my heart that I want to insert here, and I haven't talked a bunch to James about this either. I don't think we've really discussed it, but if you're part of a homeschool organization, I grew up homeschooled. If you're part of a homeschool organization, like a homeschool group, or you're homeschooling, but you're like through a specific school or something, that's verifiable, that we can verify is a school. Go ahead and reach out, because we can. I'm sure there's going to be opportunities for homeschool groups, homeschool we went through an academy in Tennessee. I did there was like a homeschool sponsor basically, and we went through that. And so if you're part of a homeschool group or a homeschool organization, go ahead and reach out, and we might be able to work something out. I would definitely want to talk to James about it and see kind of what direction he's thinking, but I think there's great opportunity there as well.
Andy, I don't think they're required to do that. A lot of states now, I don't feel like they have to have some kind of an accredited academy backing the homeschooling at home anymore.
Well, no. I'm not saying
every state's a little bit.
I'm just saying that from our perspective, we're going to have to be careful about people just reaching out without any verifiable anything at all.
There's an easy trick to solve that, Andy.
Yeah.
.edu. Now that doesn't help you with homeschoolers, but elsewhere and otherwise.
That's the problem. Is we're just trying to verify homeschoolers. So
doesn't help you with K through 12 either.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with the best way.
We have .edus.
I'm trying to come up with the best way to include homeschoolers in this, and I think if you're part of an organization or you're attached to a specific school or you have a way to verify that that you're homeschooling, then we can definitely work on getting something set up that direction as well. But I'll talk to James and see kind of what he's thinking along that.
Good question from W4AGI here. Would there be much of a difference between Ham Radio Prep that is bought regularly and the version that is for schools?
No, there shouldn't be. It should be pretty similar. A lot of schools, from what I can tell, at least in the upper grades, are incorporating things like computers or tablets. So it should be pretty easy to get individual accounts set up. But if not, the lessons can be taught. The lessons can be played in a classroom setting, and then we can probably come up with a way to have like a quiz printout, or I don't know exactly, but I'm assuming in many cases it will be easy for each student to log into their individual account and answer those questions. But they can also should be able to be done in a classroom setting. At least the lessons be played.
Andy, you can't come in here with a breaking news story like that and not tell me. You gotta be able to find a breaking news clip. This is in my opinion. Now I'm being serious here. I'm not trying to sensationalize this, but in my opinion, this is some of the biggest news that has hit this hobby in 10 or 15 years. If you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Josh, tell us you don't watch the World Radio League show without telling us.
Some people have jobs.
Yeah. I just listen to it like I'm doing like it's a podcast.
What do I do for a living, Dave?
Broadcast.
Sit in an office in a school that's off right now.
Wrong. I'm busier than ever in the summertime. I have so many projects in the summer, stuff that I can't do during the school year. But editing, I'm listening to the audio, so I can't listen to something else while I'm doing it.
Well, while you're driving down the road, just pull up YouTube Music, or we're getting ready to drop it on a lot more podcast platforms, and go back to the last episode and listen to it. But yes, this James kind of sprung it on me even. I can't remember if it was during one of the live shows or during one of our team meetings. sprung it on me, and this is such a huge thing. It's going to be such a benefit, I think, and I'm really excited about it. So.
Absolutely, that's great. That is so great. So it is now 9:45 in the real time zone. So we probably need to start wrapping.
Have pity on Josh. He's never lived in Central Time.
Yeah. Well, anyway. We'll say we've got to. Frank's going to have to jump here soon for his show, so we want to start trying.
So I have mine set for 22:15 Eastern Time. So there's a little wiggle room there.
A little wiggle room, but sometimes it takes us 30 minutes to sign off.
Right, especially with
Andy. We get. So anyway, Frank, yes. it has been phenomenal having you on here tonight. I'd love to have you back anytime you want. Really cool. What's that?
Hey, wait! Before we get into
has the correct comment here. Catalina does really carry the show. Thank you, Rockets and Radios, for calling that out.
Before we get into what everybody's got coming, I think there's a birthday today.
There is. Oh wait,
wait. Dave.
Is it Gray Mampota's birthday?
Maybe not.
It is. See, if he didn't want it out, he shouldn't have said it on the kids' table last night.
Right?
Yes, it is Gray Mampota's birthday today.
Nice.
I think I've got a clip here. Hold on.
I won't say how many times you've been around the sun, Tim.
Oh,
there, I'll give you some applause. How about that? I was like, what can I play for a birthday?
We all know he's been around the sun 19 times. So.
Mm.
You haven't made it to 21 yet?
No, he hasn't made it to 21 yet.
That's the youngest gray beard I've ever seen in my life.
I wish I was 21 again. Holy crap! So we go to dinner tonight. And this now we know the waitress, or I'm sorry, the waiter. We know him, and so it was more of a joke than anything else. He comes back, and my wife buys dinner, and he goes. Very specifically, and I made sure to give you guys the AARP discount. Man, so I've officially got my very first AARP discount. So now I guess I'm safe to go up when I go to McDonald's and ask for a senior coffee.
I want that singular coffee.
Yeah, senior coffee.
That's what my mama called it. She'd walk up to we'd go to Hardee's on Sunday mornings for church, and she'd walk up to the counter at Hardee's and say, "This is for singular citizens, not senior citizens.
Singular
citizens."
So I just wanted to give Tim a happy birthday before we got going.
This sounds like a copyright strike coming. Who's doing that?
Yes, it
Sounds
does.
like an Andy.
Andy sings this. He does this for birthdays on the World Radio League show.
You know,
we'll keep it there.
I started dancing, then I realized that we weren't on the Coffee and Ham radios.
If you want to see somebody dance to the show music, tune into the World Radio League show. Catalina all the time.
Although our buddy Tim in Guam likes to dance to that music.
I don't know how you.
Are we already at the end of the show? Have we ended the show here?
Not quite.
Just for you. Just for you.
Let's start our speaking of trips around the sun. Let's start our trips around the sun, Marvin.
Around Levi.
Yeah, I guess you're the sun, Levi.
Oh,
I'll trade spots.
Man, it's
with
just
you
a
for
forehead, not the sun.
So I guess now we're starting with Levi.
No, we start at 12 o'clock. We got to go around the clock or the sun, whatever.
Marvin.
Am I going first?
Yeah, tell us what's up. By the way, I did want to note something that I forgot about last weekend. This week in amateur radio was on hiatus last weekend due to some things going on behind the scenes. Marvin, have you heard if we're going back this weekend, or are we off again this weekend? I'd say we're off again because of Field Day.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything going on right now.
I've not heard anything from George, so don't count on another episode of not World Radio of this week in amateur radio until next weekend. So That's that. Go ahead, Marvin. It's your turn.
Yeah, so I have a couple cool things coming out. One, I had a really good podcast on Monday that was talking about Field Day, and if you haven't gone and listened to that, you really should. I have to admit the audio this week for some reason was a little low, which I'm not really sure why, but it is what it is. But just turn your radio up a little bit more, you'll be fine. But the interesting part I did was I decided to put a poll out there. So there's a program out there I'm looking at using that I'm asking members, and I kind of throw it on my Twitter channel as well. Would people be interested in paying for, I don't know, call it 10, 15 hours a month, maybe for like $20 to be able to use a pretty good, premium. I think I have a pretty good flex radio station. Would you pay a few dollars to be able to use that? Is that something you'd be interested in or not interested in? So I'm going to put the link in the channel here. So patreon.com/the ham radio guy. And, thank you for putting that up on there right away. And so that poll's open to everybody. It's not locked down to anybody at all, but I'm really curious what people's thought on that is. If that's something, a type of service you'd be willing to and interested in paying for. And so I'm considering that. And then I may end up having a future co-host on a radio, so on the podcast. So working with somebody kind of thinking about doing something along those lines. So the show may take a little bit of a different twist, and the guy is out of Michigan. So I'll leave it at that for now, and we'll kind of see where that goes. But that's something we're trying to work on, and doing a little bit of some changing of not changing a whole lot of the platform, but keeping what I do the same. But we're switching things up a little bit, so we'll see how it goes.
I only know one ham in Michigan. Is it who I think it is?
No, you probably don't. No.
Okay. Okay.
Nope.
I was going to say, if it's going to take a twist, it would definitely take a twist with whoever I'm thinking about.
So
I'm a ham in Michigan.
It's not a full QRO station yet. There's two things that's limitation. And if I do decide to go with this, I probably will bump it up to full power. Just because right now I'm only running 110, so I'm maxed about 700 watts on it. But the other limitation I have, and that I'm hoping to make the upgrade next year, there's just no way I can do it now. And that's to put 40. I mean, I can do 40 and 80, but it's on a dipole and not on a beam. So maybe doing this, if it raises a little bit of money, I could help support the addition to adding 40 meters, a regular 40 meter like JK antennas to the top of the tower. I've got room for it. I've got the power for it. I just need. I've got the antennas for it. I just need that. I need the antenna. I got the cable and everything ready to go for it. I just don't have the antenna itself, so I need somebody to climb it up there. I don't do 160 either. Hillbilly ham. Sorry, Dave. So.
Don't worry, Levi. He didn't mean it.
So I forgot you were in Michigan.
So
there's two Michiganders I know.
Oh yes.
Three KF8 CGJ.
K8
4, 3.
I stuck it out in there and out in my podcast, and someone kind of replied back to me and said, "I'd kind of be interested in doing something like that. I've been thinking about doing something along those lines." And it's like, what do you think? So he's ordering some equipment up, and we're gonna see what goes. So
awesome,
fun. To the 1 o'clock position or 2 o'clock, however you look at it, Mr. World Radio League himself.
Hello, everybody. So super excited about Field Day. It's going to be one of our, probably our biggest event to date. It's going to be huge, and we're really excited. And it's our first big major event with the desktop app. So really excited about that. Come check us out. World Radio League show Mondays at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern on the World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep YouTube channels, Facebook pages, X accounts. We go live everywhere we can. If you see a bunch of shorts that look like they're clipped out of something much longer on the World Radio League channel, that's where they're usually coming from. So come check out the World Radio League show. We have a ton of fun. Myself, co-hosts James and Catalina are usually there. We had guest Professor Jim on Monday. He's been out for a couple months, but he's back now and came on the World Radio League show. So great to have him back. And really excited about Ham Radio Prep for Schools. I dropped that link in the chat earlier. We can drop it in one more time. But go. If you're connected to a school, you want to get some students licensed, sign up. We're really wanting to get this rolling for the next school year. So go ahead and sign up now. Yeah, Field Day coming up this weekend. I am planning on operating at least for a little bit with the Nexa Amateur Radio Club. I don't know if I'll do any operating from my home station. I might, but looking forward to operating with the Nexa guys. Dave Hillbilly Ham. Who consistently calls me a gatekeeper every week on this show, but really we're good friends. So really excited about that. Gave him some promotional material to set up with his club today. So yeah, he'll have that set up out there at Field Day. Really some of our great stickers and some discount codes and stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on in our world. Morse Mastery. Next week I'm gonna have to show you what's going on with Morse Mastery. Complete overhaul and looking absolutely. I think it's looking great. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and got some suggestions from the team, and really did some really strong overhaul and really improved it. So go set up your Morse Mastery account and let me know what you think. It's of course not officially released yet, but it's available. morsemastery.com. Teach you how to do Morse code. That's what's going on in my world. Josh, back to you.
If I can ever get my buttons right.
One more thing. Everybody who was watching the World Cup, everybody who watched the show last week found out that Argentina won the World Cup, so Catalina was in a really good mood, of course. But while everybody was watching a whole bunch of people run around on a field and kick a ball around, I was watching the World Livestock Auctioneer Championship. So congratulations, Jace Thompson, for winning the World Livestock Auctioneer Championship.
I think you and I have the same ambition. We both want to be auctioneers.
I think we should have an auctioneer off right now, right here. No prep.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Go for it, Josh. Give us your best shot.
Maybe for super chat. I don't know.
I did that for a super chat. Absolutely.
I would say it's for bragging rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bragging rights. I like that.
I put a little side by side.
I think Josh is afraid.
Somebody put a
I'm
super
not
chat
great
in
at
there,
it.
and then vote and see who does it best, and whoever wins.
I'm saying let's do a side by side. Those two guys. Let's come up with an item that they can auction. A 7300 Mark II.
7300 Mark II.
Hell,
Tim's 7300 Mark II.
We're not really going to auction it. It's just
Let's do a modern Morse key. I'll do a modern Morse key.
I don't know what that is, so
A CW key.
It's a CW key. Yeah.
You gonna auction your key, Andy?
Well, I mean, imaginarily.
No, Marvin's gonna let you auction his.
No. I just
we can't legally auction it because we don't have a license.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Dave just somebody said mesh 3 times.
Somewhere in the world, yeah.
Seed Studio. Boom, there he shows up.
Yep.
Anyway, gotta do some
For
business.
demonstration purposes only.
Let's try this again.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it.
Maybe one day.
Is that you starting your auction chant, Josh?
No.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay, side by side, guys.
Yeah, let's do this. Josh,
side by side. See if I can. I can't do that.
Swap you and Marvin.
You could auction off that Ozbot camera you got that keeps drifting.
Here we go. So is the Ozbot the reason the video's not playing or the clip's not playing?
Might as well be.
Could be, I guess. All right, Andy is not the owner of this channel, so Andy gets the honors.
What honors?
To go first.
To go first.
I already told you to go first.
Nope. Well, I already told you to go first. I own the channel.
What are we selling here? We said so many things.
7300 Mark II.
7300 Mark II. I don't even know what those things go for.
Starting bid $100.
$100. All right.
Shit, if you could get a 7300 Mark II for $100.
$100. We're starting.
Well, it's a faux auction
price.
It's a faux auction now.
Are we? What? So what are we selling, guys? And where are we starting? Somebody give me an
okay. All right. Here's the deal. Frank, we're going until 11 at this rate. Let's.
I like the Morse code key. Let's do the Morse code key. Start it at.
No, you both know what it is. So.
Tell you what, you guys can each pick an item of your own choosing. That way you're comfortable with what it is.
I'll do that.
Marvin, can you queue them up in a side by side?
I don't think we can. I don't think I have a display set up.
I didn't do it. Okay.
Can I do it?
No.
Well, just pull everybody out back into the.
No, I need them to stay because I'm gonna. We got to do the yep whenever y'all bid on this stuff.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
You mean okay? So we got to pull actual bids, or we're pulling imaginary bids?
Yeah, you got to have something realistic to work with.
He's wanting us on stage to bid.
We're pulling actual bids on screen. All right, sounds good. Let's do. All right, so you want me to go first?
Go.
All right, I have this fine. I'm not going to sell that thing for no $20. I have this fine Morse code key here. Starting bid at let's start bid at $20. I'm gonna bid now 20. Now, but a bid $5. But now 20 down here. Now, but a bid 5. Now 20 down here. Now, but a bid 30. Now 30. Now 30. Now 30. Now, but a bid 5. Now 5 down here. Now, but a bid 30. Now 40. Now 40. Now, but a bid 45. I'm at 40 here. Now, but a bid 5. Now, 5 down here. Now, but a bid 50. Now, but now 50. Now 50. Now 50. Now 50 here. Now, but a bid 5. Now, 5. But now 50. 5. 60. Now, but a bid 60. Now 60. Now 60. Now 5. 60. 70. Now, but a 80. 70. 70. 70. 70. 70. 70 here. Anybody? 70? Oh, 70 down there now, but a bit 5, but now 75, 80 now, but a bit 80 down here now, but a bit 75, 80 now, 80 now, 80 now, 80 now, 80. Got Rabbit at 75. Anybody bid 80 down here now, but a bit 80 now, 80 now, 80 here now, but a bit 5. 85. Josh got Josh at 85. Hillbilly, were you?
No,
bidding?
I'm pointing. I'm saying yeah for Hillbilly. I ain't bidding.
Hillbilly was pointing. Hillbilly, are you bidding or are you pointing?
No, I bid it. Josh called it. I was bidding the 80.
Oh, you bid 80 now 5.
Yeah, I ain't bidding
I'm
on
80
shit.
here now, but a bit 5 but now 80 here now, but a bit 5 but now 80.
It's
here,
a
now, but bit
faux
5.
bid.
I still ain't bidding on it.
Anybody 5? $80 bid. Anybody 5? I'm at 80 now, but a bit 5 but now 80 now, but a bit 5. Sold it. $80. Hillbilly Ham gets the key.
I am not anywhere close to that.
I'll take
All right, Josh, go for it. Let's hear what you got.
I am not anywhere close to
You
that
already
level.
challenged me. You're not backing out.
I mean, I'll do it because it's going to make some
Yes.
great short clips. Get ready for that, Andy.
And to be fair, technically, Josh did not challenge you. I challenged you with Josh.
Yep.
Yeah, he took the challenge though.
There you go.
All right, we've got a iPhone, whatever the hell this is, 16 Pro. 16 Pro. Who would have started in at 5 and a 5, and he would give me 5, and he would get 5, and he would 5. I got 5 now, 10. Who'd get 10? I got 10 now 20. Who'd give me 20? 20. I got 20 now, 25. Now 25. Who would give me 25? 25. I got 25 now, 30. Who'd give me 30? 30. I got 30 now, 40. Now 40. Who'd give me 40? 40 now, 50. Now 50. Who'd give me 50? I got 50 now, 55. Who'd give me 55? Double nickels. Who'd give me 55? I got 55 down here. Who'd give me 60? Oh, it's Andy over there. Who'd give me 75? Anybody give me 75?
Yep.
I don't know if that counts. There it goes. All right, 75 with the gray man down there. Who'd give me 80? 80's right here. How about 100? Who'd get 100? 100. Yeah, I can't do 100. 100 throws my mouth off. Who'd give me $100? $100 bid. Who'd make a $100 bid?
Yep.
Got it. Who would give me 110? 110, 10. I got 110 now, 20. Who would give me 120? $120 bid. Who would give me $120? 120. Sold. I don't know who was the last bidder.
Andy. It was Andy. He just kept bidding himself up from 80. We all stopped. Andy kept bidding himself up.
Tim went on.
I told you I suck at it, but I would.
You sold to me 110, Josh.
You did
Whatever.
pretty good, Josh, overall, to be honest.
Yeah.
With some practice, with some practice, I think I'd be okay with it, but I can't take the time off to go to Nashville auction school. I can't.
My dad became he went to auction school and he's so good at it. It's just unbelievable.
One of the things they do to practice is they have like certain rhymes and tongue twisters. They'll say
like a rubber baby buggy bumper and
yes, and the Betty Botter rhyme. So
Betty Butter.
The goal is to get the auctioneer to be able to say the Betty Botter rhyme in 7 seconds by the time they leave auction school. They say it at 14 going in, so 7 seconds. So it goes like this. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter better. So she bought a better. Put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter, better. So it's better. Betty Botter bought a better. That's how that rhyme goes.
You sound like one of them rappers, Andy. You should be doing some rapping.
Wow.
Eminem and was it Coolio that does that?
No, thank you.
Does the I think they call that mumble rap.
There doesn't need to be more of that in the world. There needs to be less.
LL Cool J has nothing on Andy.
No,
my favorite. I will tell you all this. My favorite auctioneer is John Corey. Korrey.
Look up Blaine Lotz. Blaine Lotz is good.
Didn't he just win the national competition? Who just won the national competition, Andy?
The World Livestock Auctioneer Championship was Jace Thompson.
Oh, Jace. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see Frank the smoke starting to come out of
Oh,
Frank's
I'm
ears.
no, I'm fine. You keep going around the circle, Josh.
Dave, you're up. Maybe Dave will do some bid calling for us.
No. I just go to auctioneers and buy. Before I get going, Andy, if you bring your own key this weekend, you can use that. We do have keys there, but if you want to bring your own key, you can.
Sounds good.
I had some stuff show up today, so hopefully I'll get some time if it don't rain tomorrow to start working on video 3 in my series.
Awesome.
And then I've got field day this weekend, so I'm going to be filming for the club's channel and for my channel for field day. So that's what I've really got coming up on my channel right now, and I'm just working on this series on the ATOS temporarily with a mag mount.
I did not mean to bring that up. Oops. Well, that sounds good. We lost somebody. Marvin went into the back room.
Yeah.
Which messed up my flow. I don't know who the hell's next.
Tim would be next.
Tim.
Hold on.
Tim was next.
What'd Tim do?
It's your turn. Say what. Talk about field day. Talk about what's coming up. By the way, how's your park? Has it reopened or anything yet?
Kinda. I actually I went out tonight and I have a 360 and it's the 360 camera, so I threw it up on top of the truck. And so the entrance is cleaned up a bit now. You can get in and out, but there's a road that peels off to the side that goes down, and it basically the entire length of this road is in the path of the tornado. And what was a very wooded area now is pretty much a disaster zone. So it gives a good indication, a good view of what happens when these storms come through. Once again, in our particular case, this 15-mile tornado was mostly in wooded area, unpopulated wooded area. So very little property damage, but a lot of trees, a lot of stuff like that. Fortunately, I think only one major injury and no fatalities out of the tornado. So,
wow, that's something.
Yeah, I talked about it last night a bit. Skywarn is something that has, I feel like is starting to wane in interest, and I would like to see some
new blood.
I would. One of the things that has me as somebody that now we've had 4 tornadoes since last week in this area. Having that radio, being able to at least have that connection,
absolutely,
while you're hunkered down with your family, in your safe space, spot, your safe spot. Having that lifeline, that knowing somebody's there, goes a long way.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think that's waning, at least in my area. I know a couple weeks or a couple months ago, back in April, when we were out there at the Moore Expo, your guys' club, or whoever does the Skywarn out there, was very active and very instrumental. And us, as the ham radio operator group, being able to hang out in our Gazelle tent town, why all the Folanders ran and put their rigs in the building. So very appreciative. Again, we were in the loop. Yeah.
And not all parts of the country experience tornadoes. And so if you don't understand how catastrophic a tornado can really be, the Midwest Safety YouTube channel just posted a video today showing first responders cleaning up at the aftermath of one of the most horrific tornadoes in recent history. I would recommend going and watching that video. I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but it's just these are very, very incredibly dangerous and serious storms, and to have a connection of some sort, I think, is very important. An amateur radio connection of some sort, I think, is highly important. And I would love to see some new young blood coming into Skywarn, or even if a new program needs to be, if the program needs to be updated, just something to get young people active in this type of thing. because it's all going to online, and all the storm chases are online now. But if your power goes out, your internet goes out, that's not worth much. So just seeing some new blood would just be amazing. It would be incredible.
So you mentioned storm chasers, and you're right. That's the cool thing to do now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
But those guys are traveling all over the place, and that's almost a job in itself.
Exactly.
It's another form of content creation, like most of us do here. But I think that there's something there that could draw some people in to be on the ready to do that local. I don't want to say storm chasing, because that puts yourself into a dangerous position, but being able to go through the classes, understand it, work with the National Weather Service, everything that that Skywarn does is still cool. And there's nothing that says you can't live stream it, right? While you're doing it. Josh, you asleep? You look like you're asleep there, buddy.
No, it's just sensitive topic for me. That's all.
Oh, are we okay?
Skywarn, is what it is. But
do we know?
We turned the corner. But I 100% agree that the Skywarn program certainly needs some new blood into it. It needs a breath, and it's an extremely valuable subservice of amateur radio. But also, not only ham radio, you can pick up the phone and call the weather service if you need to. You can fill out their form on the internet. You can even submit a report via X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it these days. The options are endless there, but it's a great program.
Doesn't have to be Skywarn.
Nope. It sure doesn't.
It could be another.
Yeah. Even if something new was started to around here. Skywarn's pretty active around here, and I'm glad for that. But I still think we need a lot younger blood starting.
I guess you're not paying attention, Andy, to a lot of the people that are getting involved with Skywarn here. There's a lot of young blood in Skywarn.
We need that. We need that desperately. I haven't been listening to it for the past couple of weeks. That's really awesome. One of the issues that you always run into is people who in the middle of a tornado warning will get on and say, "Hey, it just started raining at my house." You always have those kind of. But I think we need more. We need to bring more attention to the program so we get new blood in it, and so that they know how to act once they get there.
Yep. All right, let's move on over to Rabbit. What you got coming
up? Finishing up my ham radio car show series that I started at the beginning of this week. Local club did a car show last week, and I did interviews with each of the members that were willing. So I'm finishing that up tomorrow. Next week, I'm going to start a MCOM series, working with the local areas group about preparedness and some different means you can do setups in the field, kind of piggybacking off a field day. Myself, Dave, and Tortoise got a little friendly competition going on. See who can get to 500 subscribers first on YouTube. And then when one of us hits, we're gonna do a giveaway. So trying to reach the goal. If you don't follow me, if you feel inclined, come follow me. Trying to beat Tortoise and Dave to 500. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm hopeful. But other than that, that's all I got going on. I appreciate the opportunity to come on the show again.
Always, it's great to have you. And we threw out that link. Everybody go check out Rabbit Ham channel and hit that subscribe button. Give him a little boost. And you don't want Hillbilly Dave to win this thing. let's be real about it.
Well, they do if they want me to add to their giveaway.
Now, fair.
And I think they've had a head start even to Tortoise and Rabbit as well as getting subs. So,
yeah. And another thing, y'all go check out the Tortoise and Hare show. Is it Tortoise and Hare or Tortoise and Rabbit?
Tortoise and Hare, Tortoise Rabbit.
What Frank is saying, Dave, is that if you lose this, you have no excuse.
There you go.
I'm not that far ahead. Everybody thinks I'm that far ahead. I'm not that far ahead of Michael.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is there's 51 people watching, and if you're not already subscribed to one or all of those guys or these guys that are all around me, go do it, people. Come on.
We all appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as we've been going around, I've been dropping links for all the channels.
Thank you, Frank.
Yep.
I saw that.
I saw you doing that. Thank you.
That's one thing I like about Frank. He's doing so much work. He is. Everybody here probably watches Ham Radio 2.0. I think Frank is my version of Tank Radio. Frank got everything going.
Frank does that on all of our streams.
Frank
Frank
is
does
like
that.
producer extraordinaire. He's like.
There's a reason.
All the things.
There's a reason everybody named him Frank Bot.
I'll give you a little secret, Josh. Folders on Stream Deck.
Yes, sir.
That's all I say.
I have the Logi
No
options.
wonder you're doing that so quickly. And it's like, I was wondering how you're doing that so quick. You got it all pre-programmed on there.
Yeah,
Marvin, it gets bad. I have Rockets and Radios, Car, Prep Ham Paul, Kids Table, HRCC, Ham Shack, FEP Labs, and then if I go all the way to page 5, I also have temporarily offline.
I need the WRL and HRP ones on there, Frank. What you doing, man?
Oh Lord! Just so long as they say coupon code HamShackTV on.
Well, Andy, you got to make me a mod on your chat in order for me to do that. That's the catch.
Okay. We'll pull it off. We'll pull it off. Maybe we'll see.
Speaking of Frank, you're about to go live here in a few minutes. Invite everybody to come over to your thing.
I am. So Frank Something Else is every Thursday right after Josh, and he and I talked behind the scenes, and I made it so that we didn't overlap too much, unless Josh goes super, super long, and then I just have to go. But we try not to overlap. I respect other ham tubers as well. But Frank Something Else, it'll start probably about a minute after Josh ends here, and then Fridays with Frank, where it's a Q&A/AMA session, but it's slightly directed towards topics that I know a lot about that chat might not know a lot about.
Choo-choo trains.
Trains, photography, and ham radio. So
short stream.
No, I go for 2 hours, Tim. I start at 7 Central, and I go all the way right up to Rob Digital Rancher on Friday night.
Tim, that's talking to himself all the way up to when Digital Rancher starts.
He goes, I start at 7 Pacific, and I wrap it up at about 10:15 Eastern.
Sure, why not? No, I start at 5 Pacific, and I end at 7 Pacific.
Yes, I
did. 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern.
Josh, thank you for the email. That came in like 20 minutes before the show started. That's
on Jason's back channel thing. Yeah.
I will leave it at this, and you'll have to take my comment down for this, because the T-shirt says it all. Bro, do you even field day? I want to hear everybody's field day stories next week on all the channels. I want to hear how well you guys did, what you did. Show. So, yeah, come on by. See what we do tonight. Right now, Antenna Talk is in the lead with 3 votes. So
y'all need to be voting. It's pretty bad when something's leading only with 3 votes.
Those are the only 3 votes that there are. It's all antenna design. So we'll see.
I guess you're going to antenna design,
right?
Yep.
I guess so.
The way to look at that is the other 3 are tied for second place.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 0%, Andy.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's move on to Levi here in a minute. Real quick though, first I'll note that Hillbilly Dave's using his monthly super chat here. Go watch Frank's stream after HamShackTV Live is done,
I can't type.
Or Tuve is done.
Just watch Frank's stream.
I can't. Yes, Steve, I can't type.
Levi,
Dave,
your turn.
I deal with diesel engines, not steam engines like 4014.
What are you talking about? They're diesel engines. That's what I was thinking.
Your turn, Levi. Hit it.
I don't know about the next week. I don't even want to think about it because I got to go back to work. But this weekend, I am excited. I'm just revved up for field day. I've got the pork off the smoker now, and it's in the heating cabinet for the night.
That's what I smell.
Right? Yeah, it was looking good too. But yeah, I'm just excited to get out, play with some new toys. Hopefully, draw the interest of a couple people that don't know what we're doing, and teach them something, and maybe get another person or two hooked into the hobby. So it'll be a great time with my club. I just screwed that all up. But anyway, my club's going to be out there, WD8KAF. It's the Branch County Amateur Radio Club. If you're in the area, come see us at Memorial Park or at the airport. We'll be in both locations. So that's about it. I'm just ready to go for field day.
Awesome.
It's going to be a great event there. Couple of monthly super chats there. KY4TRK using the last shot of posting this, and then Frank just says it's that slow southern draw that sends the stream into overtime. Troy over on my channel. Nice.
Yeah, chat's been going for about a half hour over there, and they know better, but hey, it's going. That's the good part.
Yeah. All right, let me do a couple of things, and we'll wrap this thing up. All right, then last
We
stream
should
of the
all go join Frank on his stream now and just keep the thing running.
last stream.
I am going to drop out of here, so see you guys. And
See you, Frank.
hope to
Thanks,
see you
Frank.
next
Thanks,
time.
Frank.
Thanks for
Come
joining,
back
Frank.
anytime, Frank.
Thanks for joining.
5 super. This is the last stream of the month, so 5 free channel memberships just went out from me to you. Test, and do. I think 285. Comms check KC6RDF. Draw Gilwedden. Okay. Ginokery. Boy, it could have gave me the hardest freaking names it could tonight. And Orlos 3J. Congratulations, y'all have early. That's awesome.
You definitely clip that, please.
Tell Vizard. And then Gray Man Poda with his monthly super chat. I will take my birthday subscriptions on my channel. There you go.
Go subscribe to Gray Man Poda.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wish him a happy
Great.
birthday.
Listen, if I ever said anything, I'm going to say this. Gray Man should have more subscribers than I should. Just saying. I mean, he's been doing this a lot longer. He's worthy of it. Go subscribe to Gray Man Poda for sure.
He goes live every Sunday morning.
Sunday morning in the park.
It does.
9 Eastern.
The real time zone.
That's right.
Anyway.
Down
all
the
right.
street,
Sad, folks.
home of your national champions, the Indiana Hoosiers.
I never talked about my field day plans, at least on the stream. I have it in a separate video, but let me.
Are you gonna be one Delta?
Here. Yes, one Delta. So I am running my own thing right here in the shack. I'll probably be live streaming some of this too. But I was fortunate enough to pick up in the last minute, actually, a 1x1 special event. So I'll be operating as Whiskey 4 India. I will not be running the whole time. Unfortunately, I've got too much family
You know what
stuff.
you need to do, Josh? You need to get you need to have your wife, your daughter, both make a contact under your call sign AA4WX and count them as GOTA contacts.
That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea at all. But anyway, I will be running with Whiskey 4 India. Probably do a little FT8. Probably do mostly single sideband. So come find me. I probably will be in the overnight hours more than anything. Again, I've got too much family stuff going on this weekend, and yeah. So come work me,
Josh. I just read here in the contest rules that you can't live stream.
That's horseshit. I've live streamed for years.
So it says in the contest rules.
Well,
Does it
good
really?
for them. No, it doesn't. He's full of it.
It specifically says Josh can't.
That's right.
and you know what else it says? Y'all are full of a bunch of. Frank's gone, so I can play it now. All right. Last thing of the night, Tim. You got something down there you wanted to share?
Oh, I just had it queued up. It was it's some raw camera footage of going down the hill there. So this is from the 360 camera. I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet. I haven't done any processing on it. But This right down here,
Man,
all this was a full. This was a full canopy.
oh, that's crazy.
My
Wow.
God.
Man.
And I don't
Josh, check the chat.
like you couldn't even see this hill through the trees.
That's crazy, man.
That's wild.
insane.
And,
It's I would call it literally a miracle that only one person was injured and nobody killed.
yeah.
So there was an injury.
One injury, it was somebody that was in a mobile home that had taken refuge in the bathtub. So the bathtub probably protected her a little bit more than
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, that's
anything else.
crazy.
And I think it was like a broken ankle.
That is.
And the thing is, there were people camping there that night too, weren't there, Tim?
There were, yes. So Mason Ridge, Scout Ridge. There's an overflow there between the two. Those all had people in it. There's a training center down there that's got lodging in it for overnight events. And I know there was a school, like a teacher's retreat that was in there. Oh, here we go. There's a good.
My. Did it follow the road or did it just cross it there?
It just crossed it. The road just.
Oh man, it's wide then.
Right. Oh yeah, it's.
It was massive.
15 miles long and up to 800 yards wide at some point.
Man, that's insane.
So,
All right,
I didn't have Tim's phone number, and the debris ball was the size of Joplin's, so I was reaching out to him through Discord to find out if he was all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my skills to the test here.
Yeah.
I've been looking at tornado damage for a long time, and I've not heard about the rating on this. But based off of what I'm seeing there, I'm going to say this is a strong EF3. What did they rate it, Tim?
They rated it last I heard EF2. I don't know if that's been downgraded. Yeah. So I guess the EF scale is a little bit different. I know a lot of people were like, it had to be more than that. But I think because there was no like solid property damage, it's all just trees.
Structural damage, yeah.
Yeah, structural damage. I think that's probably why it didn't get rated as fast. And
well, they changed a lot when they added an F6 into the Fujita scale.
Yeah,
they have never added an F6.
Yes, they did.
No, they have not. That's been hearsay for years because F5 is, I forget. I think it's 250 plus.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna double check that, but I think that's hearsay.
Come on, cue up.
It is a theoretical and inconceivable category for tornadoes.
That doesn't tell me if it's an official thing.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it says theoretical and inconceivable. That's not. Yeah, that's
inconceivable.
Here's look, here, you see all this, like I said, these were all standing trees. This what I said this time last week.
Josh, I caught a reference, but I'm sure it was a completely different reference than you were referring to.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yep.
And yes, Josh, there's never been one confirmed. I was being a smartass.
Oh, okay.
But they did redo the Fujita scale. An F5 has to be a lot stronger than it was before. They actually changed the wind ratings with all of them.
So I'm looking at weather.gov right now, and EF5 over 200. They don't state an F6 or F6.
No, I was being a smartass with that.
Okay.
But when they redid the Fujita scale, because the way the ratings were before, it used to be 175 miles an hour would be an F5.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they re-rated and upped the winds and everything on them.
Right. I'm surprised they're only rating this at 2, but I guess if there was some structural damage, it probably would have been a 3.
Yeah. So as you can see here, it kind of skipped over the field and then went right into the other side and just continued on. So we were on the tail end of this, the last 3 or 4 miles.
Who is doing that?
Not me.
No.
But now that we're getting down and you're seeing the storm go off to the to the right there, this is this is what the area looks like normally without the storm. So
wow.
Quite a bit different. As we get out of the storm damage now. So this is what that area used to look like.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like driving through the Smoky Mountains.
Well, we do have Nashville here, Nashville, Indiana. Not quite the same as Nashville, Tennessee. It's a little better, a little easier to get around. It is a tourist trap, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for sharing, Tim.
Yeah, definitely. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's put a pin in it, fellas. It's time.
Yep.
So appreciate everybody watching. It was a great turnout tonight. Great amount of super chats. Glad y'all came in clutch at the end of the month when it's been kind of a dry month. Anyway, we will see you all next week. We will do a wrap up. I'm going to open the floor to everybody. So the door will open to anybody that wants to join the stream. I want to hear your field day stories. I don't want you coming in here just to hang out. Come tell us your field day stories. We'll see y'all next week. 73, everybody.
We will work you on the air on Saturday.
See you on field day on the air. Bye, everybody.
And you know what? I gotta do it.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe on all of these guys' channels. We will see you next week. 73.